Okay.
Hi.
Hey, we're live, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pop-up matchup between Dave and Alastair. This was not so much last minute. It's been in discussion in the Discord channel for a couple of a day or so, but we finally decided on a time, and the time was about an hour ago when we finally came to a conclusion. So here we are. If you are tuning in live, thank you very much for joining us. That means you are a subscriber, and I appreciate that here at Studio Sequim. But Dave, Alistair, this is the first time you guys have faced off together. Is that correct?
That is true. That is true.
Sure
We've yet to
is.
play. I came into one of Alistair's games that one time and broke it. That's the only thing I remember.
Okay.
Dave,
He was
that
playing,
game,
he was
that
playing
game was-
Steven.
it
Yeah.
was
Rather-
such a nightmare. It was that game was probably the worst experience I've had using StreamYards. Like my camera began to freeze and cut out, then Steven's camera began to freeze and cut out, and it was nonstop, just like technical glitches holding up the game and causing chaos. So you could not have made that any worse if you tried jumping in. So you did not make it any worse than it was already. That's for sure.
All right.
I was wondering about that. So.
You may know Dave from his podcast, the Anonymous. Refresh my memory. Anonymous Tabletop.
Tabletop, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. See, that's the benefit of being anonymous. People don't remember you.
No, as soon as I'm kind of like the silence from Doctor Who. Once you look away, you forget all about me. So
nice. And Alastair, you are living the dream. Currently working full time on a digital card game. We're going to talk about both of those later on after the game. We're going to do this Jeopardy style. We're just going to get right into the game. Dave, I know you are furiously preparing the last few cards for your deck there.
Yes, I have. When you have I have a standing army of about 9 decks, so I have to kind of I kind of shuffle the staples around because I don't have like 20 of every single card. I'm not insane. So see, I've got some that are just like this right now, so I have to actually go ahead and swing those in from other decks that I know exist.
Okay, well, you keep working and shuffle them up, and
I will shuffle them up.
Just break in there when you're ready to roll.
Sure.
Alastair, if I may, I believe this is public knowledge. You just came back from Japan. Was that a business trip or?
It was a little bit of a mix, actually. So we have like part of our team is out there, but part of the team is also family. So it was all rolled into one. It was an amazing visit and very dangerous if you're a big card game fan. Like obviously two of the big three in the card gaming world, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, both hail from Japan, so they're still like massive over there, and it's a wonder. We visited Akihabara district in Tokyo, which is like card gaming heaven. There's like one sort of multi-story building that just has card shop after card shop after card shop, and it made me very jealous. Like we do not have an equivalent in the UK, and you can set me right if it is the case that such a place exists in the US. But I know there are some very large card stores in the US, but I don't believe there's an equivalent where you can go into somewhere on Fifth Avenue or something, and you're just like floor after floor after floor with one card game shop after another. So yeah, Tokyo has a sort of that was amazing to see.
I don't know of a card shop like that, but I am suddenly feeling entrepreneurial. I want to get in on that.
Right,
there is a local thing here in the Pacific Northwest, up here in Washington and Oregon, a place called, well, it's got a couple different names. Or the original store was called Card Kingdom in Seattle. And very cool because they themed it out. So you walk in and it's like you're in a dungeon. Of course, the bread and butter there is Magic, but they also have a lot of tabletop and other games too. A little tournament area and that sort of thing. Then they spread out and created a store called Mox Boarding House. I'm sure there's a great story behind that name, but they have a huge sales floor and then an extra large tournament area. I don't remember how many tables, but like 16 or something like that, which is big to me. But so they are hosting tournaments all the time, and they also have a full service restaurant that you can go in and order food, and they have a game library, so you can borrow a game and either play it out there on the sales floor. They've got a few tables, or you can take it into the restaurant and play a game while you eat. So that's kind of a fun thing. And then they just opened. I say just opened, but I think it's been a year. So they opened another store in Portland with the same concept, with a large sales floor, card games, tabletop games, miniatures, all that kind of stuff, and a full service restaurant. Which, I mean, it's great. You can go there and spend a majority of your day just shopping and sit down for something to eat and play it, borrow a game out of their library, or you can bring your own and just play it at the table. And it's fun because you're playing and people will stop and ask you about it while they're walking through the restaurant or the shop. So it's kind of a fun thing, and you get a lot of interaction too. So it's a great place to just kind of go and hang out and meet people and stuff.
Yeah, here in the UK, over the last 10 years or so, the kind of games cafe or games restaurants and stuff have been a lot more popular, and you'll find them kind of outside the big cities now. So, and like you say, it's just a great way to discover new titles, to check out what other people are playing as well. It's nice to be able to walk in and see like what's popular enough that someone has out on a table every week, and what games have clubs built around them, and brilliant way to spend an afternoon, really, isn't it? Like crack out favorite board game, have some food, and play with friends. Perfect.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what city in the U.S. would have enough of a market, and the only thing I could think of is possibly New York City, just because of the huge population. But
Chicago's possible too, I guess.
Chicago, sure. I think
not as international. It's not as international, but we are a hub. So
you are a hub. It's a huge city that's, I'm sure, known around the world. So it wouldn't be unusual. But man, I can't even imagine. I've always wanted to go to Japan. I mentioned that in our offline conversation, that would just be an incredible experience. And now even more so, I guess I need a bigger swear jar so I can save up enough money to go to a store like that and actually enjoy it. I can't imagine going floor to floor to floor.
And walking out without a second loan on your house?
Yeah, I'll probably have to prepare for that. Maybe take out a couple loans, a couple credit cards, and go bonkers, and then just declare bankruptcy when I get back. Dave, how close are you, boss? How close are you, Dave?
Oh, a few minutes. It's still a few minutes here. I got
just a couple minutes. Okay.
Yeah. You're still. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm going.
You guys can keep chatting.
Yes. I'll contradict myself. I was going to do all the introduction stuff and promotions after the game, but since we've got a couple minutes.
Yeah. Okay, just do that.
Alastair.
There's about 10 cards I need to swap out real quick here. So go.
All right. So, Alastair, this is your chance. I've got the homepage up, or not the homepage, but the page up on Steam for a game that you have been working on for a while. I'll let you introduce it and talk a little bit about it. Demons, a digital card game on Steam. Can you tell us what's it about, and why people should go and grab it right now?
Yeah, absolutely, Dave. Yeah, thanks for the plug here. Demons has been the last couple of years of my life, really. We've been developing this multiplayer co-op online card game, and as you can see from the thumbnail there's a big horror theme to it. So if you're an X-Files fan, you can look forward to encountering lots of spooky demons and cultists running riot in this game. But equally as much, if you're a card game fan, you can expect a lot of the strategy planning that you enjoy in other card games to pop up in this. One of the big differences here is this isn't a collectible or trading card game, so you're not buying any blind booster packs or chasing some rare card that's going to make your deck super powerful. And because it's co-op, actually, you don't have to worry about that so much anyway. It's a lot more about teamwork, communicating with the other people you're playing with, and attempting to There's a bit of RNG in the game, and you're attempting to overcome that by playing strategically and kind of improvising on the fly when things go wrong to try and right the ship again. So yeah, if you're looking for, I think there's not many cooperative online card games out there actually, which has been one of the fun things about making this, is that we don't feel like we have to worry about precedent for it. We can kind of make our own playbook up for it. So if you enjoy co-op card games, if you enjoy horror games, please go check it out. We'll be running demos throughout this year, free to play demos, so you will not have to spend a penny or a nickel trying it out for the first time. It's wish listable on Steam at the moment, so you don't have to don't have to commit just now. You can just click that add to wish list button and then decide down the road whether you want to play or buy it. And I hope you have so much fun playing it. If anyone does check it out there, it's been a joy to build, and we did a couple of tests last year. It was wonderful to see people have fun with it. So I hope you do too if you check it out.
Well, so just to make sure I understood correctly, we have the actual live website up, so you can kind of see the rotating carousel in action. But this is multiplayer, but co-op, so it's all against the game rather than
the game. Yeah. So the game there's a little deck of cards that the game runs by itself basically, and your challenge is a team of up to 4 people playing cooperatively. Although you can play it solo or just 2 or 3 player if you want. They can accommodate 4 of you playing on a team. You're making moves against the game, taking it in turns to drag your character cards to various locations that you can explore, and grabbing useful items that you can find to stop the cultists summoning this evil demon that's stalking the board. And there's each of the demons in the game has its unique animation that you're seeing playing on the screen here at points, including unique jump scares. So if you flip over that demon card, you're going to have a demon lunging out the screen at you, screaming and trying to grab you. And you can have a good laugh at your friends when they get spooked out of their seats by one of them going off when they least expect it. So yeah, it should be fun.
Wow, great artwork too. What was your position in this? You were, I assume, strategy and that sort of thing. What was your contribution to this project?
Yeah, sure. So I did the game design for this. So the initial, I pitched this game within the team that I work with, and it got picked up for development from there. So I did the mechanics of it, and I'm also the creative lead on it. So in terms of coordinating the super talented developers and artists that we work with, that all fall trying to make sure that the art that we're getting from different places works together, trying to coordinate the style and theme of the game. This is kind of my contribution to it. It's been we are working with incredibly talented people on this, and it's been a complete joy. It makes my life a lot easier when I can say, hey, this is what we need, and then totally just trust the people who then go away and take on that work to knock it out of the park, which they've done here. Thank you for the thumbs up on it looking good. I think it's turning out really nicely.
Yeah, and I see there's a Discord community associated with that. I'll put that link in the description after we conclude the game here. There's already a link in the description to the Steam page, so if you're curious, you're interested, definitely go check it out. I'm kind of scrolling through here, and I see there's a single player mode, great for people like me who don't have any friends. And you can see we were talking about some of the jump scares, and really great smooth animation here too for going back and forth. You mentioned it's a team, and you gave a shout out to the team in general. Any names you want to throw out there? It's like the Academy Awards, but I'm not going to bring up music to cut you off. If you want to name some names,
well, I could go for a while on that. So I'll do just like props to all the guys working on it. They know who they are, and I won't run through like a big list of names at the moment. But we're super thankful for everyone who's worked on this title so far. And the other thing to say is that it's still in development at the moment. So if you think it looks good now, it should look even better in the coming months as we continue to work on it. So. And it's part of the fun thing, actually. If at the moment you do play in a playtest or you jump into the Discord, you're involved in the development of the game at that point. Like, as one of our early testers, as one of our early community members, we are. Oh, thanks so much, Jace. I just saw your comment pop up at the bottom there. The liking the co-op aspect, Jace is saying, yeah, I think there are a lot of head-to-head card games out there, right? We know loads of digital titles where it's you versus one other person and you face off with your pre-constructed decks. And one of the inspirations behind creating this was that I feel that there are not many options for cooperative card games digitally implemented. So I'm glad you're liking the look of that, and it is something a bit different, and we hope it catches people's imaginations. But if you join the community now, we're always looking for feedback. Some of our early testers and early community members have suggested things that have already made their way into the game, whether that's kind of gameplay options and choices. We had, part of this is you're investigating different locations and cards are stacking up at the locations. You don't know what they are. And one of the early bits of feedback we got was that when a game ended, people really wanted to know what they had missed. Like, what were the cards at the location that they didn't go to? Like, if they lost, how close were they to actually winning if they had just gone to a different place on the final turn? And so that's just one example of like a lot that we've taken from community feedback and implemented already, is that now at the end of the game, the cards all flip face up so that you can, you can cry into your keyboard that you were one card wrong place to win the game. So if anyone jumps in and they have thoughts on the game, we are always keen to hear them. Dave's mentioned the Discord already. It's been a little bit quiet over Christmas. We're a small studio working on a few titles, so but we'll be picking up a lot this year. With a very, very busy development schedule that I've actually just spent the last week reviewing for the coming months.
And one of my favorite things, it includes mature content. So.
Yeah. yeah. If your kids get scared by demons in this game, we warned you beforehand. So
that's right. Fair warning. Now I see planned release date 2024. You said it's still kind of going through play testing, still in development. Maybe it's too early, but I'm going to ask. Do you have a firm release date?
We don't have a firm release date. I would really love to be able to for this game to drop around about Halloween of this year.
Perfect timing.
I think it's thematically it's on point. But sadly, I'm not going to commit to a certain date today, just because anyone who works doing this kind of thing will know that. Many things can pop up and cause disruption but anyone who's ever worked on a project for work probably knows the feeling of the least expected things popping up and causing huge disruption to timelines for these things. So who knows? But fingers crossed. I'm like very proud of how it's turned out and really keen to share it with people and just hopefully pass the enjoyment that I felt making it on to people playing it. So yeah.
Great. Well, that's very exciting and a great looking game. So definitely Alastair is a very intrepid player of the X-Files CCG. And Alastair, you and I have squared off with Star Trek, the card game. I definitely want to plug that one in there too. And we've had some great games with that as well. So looking forward to being able to play this game, because I know by your play that I'm sure you're a great designer as well. So that's some exciting gameplay coming up, and I'm looking forward to jump scares. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had some people really freak out during testing, and some pretty spectacular video of streamers like jumping out of their seats at that. So I look forward to hearing how you fare with the jump scares when they start hitting you.
Excellent, excellent. And like you said, Halloween, a Halloween release date. Not that that's we're not saying that that's actually happening, but if that were the schedule, that would be perfect. That would be great.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, we'll get there.
Now, Dave, I saw you got a special delivery there.
Yes.
I hope it's only 10 a.m. over there. I hope that's coffee.
It is coffee. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a heavy coffee drinker as well as the beer that I like. And hey, you know what? If this game runs till noon, it's 5:00 somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, if I told you, Alastair, I could drink over there. He's at nighttime,
Right?
Now, so
Yeah.
hey, you know what? The time is nothing but a number.
And actually, that reminds me that I want to say thanks to Dave and David here. David was very kind in saying, well, maybe it wasn't too last minute, but this has been pretty dang last minute. And part of that was me just having a random impulse of watching Studio Sequim videos and Alien Investigations and getting really sad that I hadn't played for a bit and going, let's have a game. And Dave really kindly saying, yeah, I'm up for that. Let's do it. And then David jumping in. And across 3 different time zones in about 24 hours, we got this sorted out. So thank you, guys.
The social coordinator allowed it.
And, yes, right, and even provided catering.
Yeah, there we go.
You.
Some Kirkland nuts and cheese, because everyone's got to keep you can't be hungry while playing the X-Files, but
you'll make hangry decisions, and that's not good for your gameplay for sure.
No, not at all.
How is your deck going, sir? Are you ready to go?
Sure, why not? I got to pick my X-File still, though, but that's okay. But I have my deck.
But you definitely need to pick that X-File if you're
you're
going to play a proper game.
I'm gonna do. I don't even know what it is. I'm looking at the camera. All right, let's see what it is. Let's see if I chose poorly.
Very nice. And we mentioned I'm sure I've been pronouncing his name wrong all this time. I've been calling him Yost. Is it different?
I don't know. It's like I have a friend like that as well, where it's like potato. I don't know, so I don't want to make that assumption.
I'm gonna say Yost. Alastair, can you correct me on that? Is it?
No, I think I've been saying like juiced, like it's. But you're probably right that it is Yost. Right?
Yost. Yeah, I think that Steven says Yost. Confirm or deny, Yost.
Yeah.
Yes, please in the comments put the phonetic. Announcement. Oh, Yost is saying, David, you are correct. So great.
Which one?
Thank you for joining us. Yeah,
Yost it is.
I'm actually pretty happy that we were able to come to this time because it accommodates our friends over in Europe.
Yes.
We might get lucky and see Guillaume join us. That would be a lot of fun. Another great player and a friend of the channel. Stephen from Alien Investigations joining us.
It's not my basement.
Yeah, I'm happy that you were able to come. Alien Investigations is an excellent channel with great X-Files CCG content, game matchups, behind the scenes stuff, and a lot more great production value. So you definitely, if you enjoy the game or are curious about the game, you definitely want to go check out Alien Investigations, as well as the fine library of X-Files content here on Studio Sequim. But Dave Meyer is ready to go, right? Yost,
yes,
you're good to go. Yost, I'm sure Yost is good to go. Alastair, you're ready to go. So let's bring back the tables. I, as your intrepid host, will be excusing myself to the background. You guys are both seasoned players, so I doubt you'll need my help very much other than facilitating the broadcast. But I will be bringing up comments as they come up throughout the game, and you can either acknowledge and reply. Yeah, there's Yost. He's ready.
We're playing Magic, right?
I'll bring those comments up during the game, and you can either address them, or if it's just like a fun little comment, we'll just have it out there, because I definitely want our viewers to be part of the game. So, oh yes, perfectly timed. Enjoy your dinner with a great entertainment here. Enough talk. I'm going to step to the back. I'm going to let you guys decide who's going to go first and get this game rolling. Gentlemen, have a great game, and I will be on hand if you need me.
All righty. All right, okay. All you. How do you want to decide who goes first? I usually have them flip things for me. I don't do anything on my end. I just show up.
So me and David Peace have learned the hard way that with our time zone difference, flipping a coin occasionally results in someone calling heads after the coin's been on the table for a good few seconds, showing exactly what it is. So if you're cool with it, I will roll a d6, and on a 1, 2, 3, you can go first. On a 4, 5, 6, I can go first. Does that sound good?
That works for me.
Okay. Okay, I got a 6, so I will take the play. And should we talk through teams briefly?
Sure,
first?
We can do that. Let's talk through teams. If Stephen was here, he'd talk through a lot of this. So this is what we do. Now, clearly, I have cards here in front of me, a team of 5. I have not played these in quite some time, so it's going to be an adventure for both of us. So, but you can go ahead and talk to your team if you'd like, since it's already exposed.
Okay, yeah, so gimmick for my team is it's all 10, 13, 61 agents. I don't think I've seen anyone do this before, and I love doing things that are... So yeah, Steven's just spotted it. It's always fun, isn't it, to just pick something that makes a deck or a team a bit different and try and run with it. So 10, 13, 61 agents, we're doing it. We've got Bill Patterson and Fred Namehauser. They team up nicely because Fred's going to get his bonuses going off when they're at a site together. I really want to send Bill to attack your team at some point. I don't think I've ever done it in a game before, and let's try and make that happen. Clyde Brookman I've used on teams before. I love his counter effect and his stat line. And we've got Danny Pendrell as the other big 6-cost card in the deck, chipping in with various skills. And finally, the 1-point Agent Kresge.
Probably not all the teams that need one guy.
Yeah, the meat shield that he usually is in games where he appears. So that's me. What about your mysterious face down team?
Well, we'll have to see. I had in no particular order. There's Burke. Everybody likes Burke. Burke likes his occult negation, and he also likes his computers. There we go. He's going to get himself a little bean. We've got there's Dana Scully because she has to show up. We need a little bit of a presence here of a standard or an A-lister, as you say. Hosting shows up all the time. Now he is one of my, as he's going to call it a crutch, but I'm not going to call it a crutch because I do play games without hosting. You just happen to pick number 3, and that's the one he was in. There we go. Oh, yes, we have Karen Kosif. We got her, of course. I don't even know what she does. It's been a long time. Oh, apparently I get to pay for behavioral observation. That's cool. Let's put that on there. And last but not least, we've got your buddy and mine, Detective Manners. He rounds it out because he's only worth 2. He is the best 2-cost agent out there for what he can do.
He really is.
I still think he's slightly broken, and I think future playtests would prove that.
I totally agree with you, Dave. I think Steven's done a wonderful job with his Manners toolbox archetype, where he has all the answers, and Manners is the chap who's going to go and search them out of an oversized deck. I think it's a really nice way to use the card, and it's certainly the number of wins he's racked up using that strategy, I think, prove the point that it's a really powerful choice. So
yeah, having a deck that has the capability of having pretty much every countering agent or every countering witness, it's one of those things where it's like it's get out of jail. It's a war of attrition. Yes, yeah, whatever. Better than anticipated. Yeah, far from. No, yeah. He works better than anticipated. No, he doesn't. Everybody knows why do you think we add mailmen? Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
You gotta go get back to work, you slacker. Get to work. Stop watching us. I don't need this little Jiminy Cricket in my ear the entire time. Okay. So that's my team.
Well, That looks like a really fun team. I don't see Kosov appear on teams as often, so looking forward to playing a game against her. Yeah, shall we go ahead and draw our opening 7?
We should. I will draw my opening 7. I gotta remember how to play this. I haven't played it since last year.
Yeah, I've not played in ages, so forgive me if I'm a bit rusty on what I'm doing here.
I got a 7, and you're playing first, so you get your inaugural draw.
Yes, indeed. Yep. Okay. It's been long enough that I actually have the little turn sequence reminder sat in front of me here, so I'm ready to play.
I always do. It never hurts. It never hurts. It's tiny. It's just...
it reminds me to do the mandatory. Okay, we skip healing, skip requisition.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I will go ahead and draw for turn. I will create resource points. One. Maybe Achilles' heel of this team is that we create 5, which is okay, but not amazing. So we've got 2 from Patterson, 1 from Brookman, 1 from Namehauser, and 1 from Pendrell. Let's go up to 10. And buying cards, I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 of them on buying more cards. And I will pass to you, Dave, for selling
some stuff. Oh. I don't like any of this stuff. It's all bad. I'm going to start off. Oh, man, it's like the Godfather. No, he's not. All right, let's see. All right. Well, I think I'm going to sell 2 things.
You're not wrong, Stephen. You're not wrong.
I don't really like any of this stuff. It's all bad. I gotta say, I have not. This is. It's been a long time since I've played this one, so it's definitely not sitting here. I gotta double check to see what the hell these guys can do together. Okay, there we go. And keep that one. All right, we're gonna dump this.
I was gonna say, if it's a bad hand, does that mean we're about to see a selling bonanza? Is the conspiracy pool gonna go huge here?
No, it's there. I want to keep them for future rounds. I'm gonna sell that because I don't really. I just want something because. Oh God, I'm sorry for the delay on this one, but it's definitely going to be
no rush.
Something I don't enjoy. All right, I'm selling 1. I'm selling my medical treatment. My medical treatment's getting thrown into the garbage so I can get 1 point. Woo-hoo! I'm up to 6.
Right enough, it doesn't seem like something you need straight out the gates here, so it makes sense to me. And how many cards are you buying?
None.
Okay. That makes me worried here. Right. So consulting my turn order sheet again. Skip healing because it's the first turn. Requisition. I don't have anything to requisition out here either. I'm gonna deploy agents to the field. I'm sorry, my table is tiny for this, so
they're in the field. I got it.
Push them forward, and they're in the field. And case assignment, so playing sites.
Just a heads up, I'm going to have an incoming dog in like 4, 3, 2. FedEx showing up, of course. Daytime, FedEx shows up. Those horrible monsters.
So I'm going to actually start before I play a site with a hard evidence here. So this nets me 3. So resource points will go up to 11 here. Oh, there we go.
Dog. Give me 1 second.
Hello.
Why is a cat in here? Oh, down here.
Oh, I think you're on mute there, possibly still, David.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen, a live broadcast here on Studio Sequim.
Tiny cat.
Oh, look at that tiny little kitten. It's,
all right.
It wouldn't be an X-Files CCG
FedEx.
broadcast. Right. It wouldn't be an X-Files CCG broadcast without a cat making.
Without a cat? No, of course not.
Making an appearance. But you all ready there, Dave? You ready to go back to the game?
Yes. Yeah. I'm ready to go back to the game.
I am out.
Okie dokie. So yes, gone with some hard evidence to generate some resource points, and for sites, I'm going to pay 2 to play Striker's Cove. So this is evidence collection 4+. You can ask an affiliation question if I succeed that check, and it has cost me 2 to play. Do you have any bluffs you would like to assign, Dave?
Sure, why not? Will it be this one or will it be this one? It'll be this one.
Well, we're gonna be brave here. Opening turn, nothing to lose. Send the whole team for an investigation. So go ahead and hit us with this bluff. What have we got?
It is a true bluff. It is a site I didn't want. Well, I'll get discarded. I don't want to pay for that.
So the fearless 1013 team make it through Striker's Cove alive. Just for people following along at home, this team is fairly loaded for evidence collection. There's 3 with Patterson, 4 with Brookman is 7. Another one from Namehauser is 8, and Pendrell chips in another 3, so it's 11 in total. So they easily jump the 4+ skill check here.
They do.
It's better grab my pad and paper here. Doing old school with the checklist.
I've got this for you. I got this for you, and this for my old man eyes.
Hey. I will need one of them before I think, Dave. Yeah.
Oh no.
Every time I look at some of the cards with denser text for this game, I kind of relate more and more to
Yep. I agree completely on that one.
Okay, so yeah, I will go ahead and ask, is your X-File evolutionary?
Probably not, but let's see. It is not.
Okay. First score out of the day. So Striker's Cove goes off to the discard pile. I am actually 1 card over hand size, so I'm going to have to discard something here.
Discard that adversary you don't need.
If it was a cult, I would be in a rush to. I am going to discard Fairfield Zoo. Away it goes to the discard pile. And with that is my debriefing done. So I will pass to you for your
my draw and
investigator's turn. That's the one.
Yeah. Let's see if I can investigate some stuff. First of all, I'm going to draw my first card because I get 1 card. I will then do some resourcing. I actually get 5, so I'm pretty happy with that. 5 is not bad. It's a nice middle ground. It seems to work okay. 2, 4, 5. Spreadsheet. Let's see what happens here. I need to draw some cards, so I'm going to draw 2 cards.
2 cards.
And I'm going to pass it on over.
Well, I have what I would say is is a little bit of a lucky opening hand in terms of conspiracy first turns here. I am going to. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to sell 2 Nurse Owens for 6 and a Highlands, the Dos Bichos excavation site for 2. So I net 14 conspiracy off that. So I'm to 19.
Now, if only I had that, too close to the truth in this deck.
Yeah, please. Don't steal my conspiracy pool. Quick, spend it.
No, quick.
Yeah, empty that pool.
To be honest, I have absolutely no idea. Other than the 10 cards that I kind of hastily shuffled into this, I have no idea what to expect. So we'll see how this goes.
Should be fun. I was going to ask, actually, when you said about having so many decks kind of built to hand, do you have multiples of quite a few staples, or do you just ship them between decks?
I have. Well, when you got the staples of Frowicky and Langley and stuff like that. You've got those that I kind of throw throughout everything. But when you have 9 of them, you're looking at 18 of each, and they were like, all right, well, or not 18. Yeah, yes, you're looking at 18 of each. It's like I got a bunch, but they're not. I don't have that many, so it's like either A, I have got I say, okay, I need Frohiggy in this deck. I need because you got to have those in every deck. But yeah, that's pretty much the way it goes. And then there's some of them like I've got X. This one does not have Deep Throat in it, so that's just something that I think we've been kind of leaning towards that recently because Steven's lucky guess that last time when we were playing, it was like I had that game in hand, and the lucky guess was the killer for me. A 1 in 12 shot. I'm like, I don't know. I felt a little bit robbed on that one by pure luck.
And did that come off the back of a Deep Throat play, Dave?
No, actually, that had absolutely nothing to do with Deep Throat. It just more of less of. Well, actually, to be honest, I don't know if it did.
And they have got it in the bag and will have won against a player who has more time or money sunk into it, and that's not always a bad thing. So
no.
But likewise, I'm not running Deep Throat either this evening, so we're both in the same.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You don't need her. She's a seller anyway. You buy it. You just burn her for money. That's all it is.
There's reasoning behind this splurge. So starting with the fact that I am going to spend 6 of it, going down to 13 on cards, because I need to draw some stuff to try and stop you this turn. Okay.
All righty. So.
And in fact, just before we move on, I am going to. I think I can do this. Someone in chat shout out, or Dave, if I can. But I can drop Rejuvenating Caves just now, right?
I agree, because I'm going to do the same thing with Fred and the FBI. So.
Okay, cool. Right, so we're both sorted here. So, is it 2 for Fred and the FBI as well, there, Dave?
Yeah, it's 2 for both. Yeah, so both of them. So I'm just going to throw 8 on it because I'm going to use the method that everyone else uses that I don't use because I never use the card to throw 8 tokens on it and pay for it with 2 of them. So and you can do the same for you, as far as I know.
Place 10 to beginning your opponent's next turn.
You remove them. Oh no!
I have to wait to your next turn for this.
I don't know.
Is that right? I think there's one of these you can do on the same turn, and I think that's the one that you've played.
Yeah, Friend of the FBI, because I see everybody I always forget about it because I never play it, and it's kind. I know it's just weird, but I know that everyone says, "Oh, I'm going to put 8 on it and then spend 2 of the 10 to pay for it." So I'm like, I'll do that since everyone else.
Well, I am really mixing stuff up with 2d10 to illustrate 10 on this one, so forgive me.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so we've both got our money-making things into play there.
We do. I'll forget completely to use it. I'm going to tell you this.
Thanks, Stephen. Yeah, next turn for the case. Yeah. Perfect. Take it away. Go for the rest of your turn here.
All right. Let us throw some cards. Oh, they're all in the field at the moment. I'm going to shove them all into the field because they're a big friendly team. They like hanging out together. But I'm going to do this. Let's see. What does she pay for? She pays for behavioral and observation. Huh? Really? That's what she does? All right. I'm going to throw down a genetics clinic in Marin County, Georgia for 2. And we're going to also do something else. Let's see if this is going to be something. That sounds like a good place we're going to go visit. It's going to be Los Angeles, California. And that is an occult 5, an evidence 5. And that'll only cost me 1. And the other one is a medical 4. Yep. And we got affiliation and affiliation method.
Oh, okay.
And before we do that, I'm going to do this. Hosting has lost his token. I don't know where it went. I'm going to use it to see what you have in your hand so I can say something can't be played unless you want me to ask a question.
That seems like a pretty good.
You have a lot of conspiracy points. I don't know. I got to just try it.
I have a lot of cards in hand after that draw. So we have Detective Miles, which is the bluff where you pay conspiracy point to move things from your opponent's resource pool to your conspiracy pool. There's 2 copies of him.
Cool.
There's a Car Troubles, which is the play on a team of 3 or more agents moving to the same site. Team may only send 2 agents to that site of the owning player's choice. Any extra agents remain in the team but may not contribute.
Cool.
There's a fast strike. Yeah, I've got combat cards in this
Combat
deck.
cards. What?
We cut deep throat for combat cards because Patterson has to try and kill people, so we're running combat cards. We've got an injured relative. This is the nasty 5 cost one that forces one opposing agent to go to the hospital undamaged immediately.
Sure.
I have my own copy of Friend in the FBI. You could stop me copycatting you, or at least make me pay.
I can't. Well, I can't at that. Well, to be honest, I think it's supposed to be a conspiracy card. Yes, it's only a conspiracy card for hosting.
I'd forgotten
now,
that.
Bruckman can pick any card, I believe.
But do you see the whole? Do you see the whole hand, Dave, or have I made a mistake there?
No. Yeah, it's it says this. It says place a token, examine the opponent's hand. So I would see it.
Okay. Cool, nice. There's a Kevlar vest, which is the one that soaks damage. And for adversaries, we've got the Sandman. Result sites and copies the combat skills with +1 from the opposing team.
Yeah.
And Operation Falcon Blue Berets, who can hit a method site and are government pawns. So if you want any more detail on any of them, just say.
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, because I'm going to probably go with the very first one because there's 2 of those that you play. And so if you play either one, well, if you play one of them, it doesn't matter. It's the card that gets played. You can probably play the second one, though. But then again, we've had debates about that as well. So
I will send Detective Miles off to the discard pile and avoid that trouble occurring for us.
Okay.
And do I want to face down bluff either of these?
Yeah.
That's the question here. So remind me again what the skill checks and
we've got a medical 4 with an affiliation for the clinic, and then we've got a occult 5, an evidence collection 5, and affiliation and method. And they're over at the Los Angeles, California.
So I will put 1 face down bluff on the health clinic.
Your health clinic. There you go.
And we'll put 1 face down 1 on the on Los Angeles as well.
On Los Angeles. Okay, Los Angeles is staying where it is.
So the one with the dice on it is Los Angeles.
Perfect. All right. What we're going to do is we are going to we want to send everyone over. We're going to go send everybody over to the medical facility out in the genetics clinic in Georgia because we like that place. That's a fun place to live at. I'm going to leave this one alone. Not going to touch. So I'm going to go ahead and what's over there? Oh, actually, I could look at it, but I'm not going to because I know the bluffs you have. It seems silly for me to do that, but. Go ahead, flip it up. What do I got over there? What am I dealing with over there?
First of all, I'm going to spend 3 to play Car Troubles, which is the play on a team of 3 or more agents moving to the same site. The team may only send 2 agents to that site, your choice. Any extra agents remain in the team but may not contribute their skills to any checks this turn. In addition, you're not allowed to play evasive maneuvers until the end of this turn.
That is fine. They're gonna hang out in the back, but those are gonna be the 2 that we have hanging out over here.
Because Osteen
and Scully, so they have more. They have what 4 medical? Yeah, or 6 medical.
Yeah, and the bluff that I assigned to that one was injured relative.
Would you like to pay for it?
Yeah, I'm going to definitely pay for this.
Excellent. Don't send anyone away.
Yeah, unless there is a Frohickey or a Langley in hand or anything like that.
It's a signed one. Neat.
Wow.
It's not as special as it used to be because we all got them. This is like an old '97 signed one. So
I don't have a signed one.
I'm gonna throw that away. We could probably find you one because we talked to Dean at the. But yeah, I got to spend 2 to make that happen. But yeah, that's gonna make that card go away because I don't want to go. I don't want to send Scully to the hospital. She doesn't like the hospital. That's bad for her.
It seems like a very worthy investment there. So.
Oh, that's my X file. I just too much space on the table. Yeah, of course you did. I had a handful of actual cards earlier on. So, all right. So they're still there. So what's going on there now with your 4?
They are they're free and clear now. They can go ahead and ask the question.
All righty. They're going to ask an affiliation question because they've got a medical of 6. So I'm going to go ahead and ask, is your affiliation? Oh, it's a kind of a crapshoot, so it doesn't matter really. We'll go primordial because I'm playing against the odds.
It's not primordial. Sorry, Dave.
Boo! Boo!
It's no fun if anyone gets the first question in this game.
No, I know it is one of those weird ones. If you forget the first, but we've seen that flip flop. So it's like you get the first one. As long as you can put a good defense in there, you can probably knock everything down. Throwing that away. Let's see what else I got here. Do I have anything else I want to play? I do not. That's it.
All good. I am at 5 cards, so well under the discard limit for the end of the turn.
I'm at 4.
Nice. So we're sorted there. So yeah, I will draw for the start of my investigation turn.
All righty.
And the very first thing I'm going to do before I forget is just drop that friend in the FBI for 2.
Look at you go.
And create 5 res.
Cool. Well, that's not the 5 res though. Oh, you create the 5 res. Got it. Never mind, baby. I was
sorry. Yeah.
I thought you were bundling the friend of the FBI too. So that works.
And I will spend 4 of it, 2, 3, 4, on drawing some cards.
All righty. Look at you drawing all these cards. You don't have a ton of good stuff to do anything with though at the moment. You got stuff to attack me with, but nothing else. All right.
Right.
Oh, it's my turn to sell, right? I'm gonna sell some stuff.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I'm gonna sell Colonel Aurelius. Well, whatever. But that's where the problem with this light is. It's a bad spot. There we go, Aurelius. I'll sell him for 2. Negate an alien creature. I'm throwing that away. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. And then I will buy 2 cards. Oh, boy. Great cards.
Sorted. Right. Okay. So no healing to do. Requisition. Do some requisitioning here.
Well, yeah, but they're all in the field. Did you bring them back
Right.
home?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that crazy requisition rule.
Yeah, no requisitioning happening. Change of plans.
Other than you have a stiletto floating around, you'd be good. Stilettos like fields.
I'm just gonna push that bluff up so it's gonna be more room. So yeah, no healing to do, no requisition because everyone's in the wrong place. Deployment. We're going to move Bill Patterson from the field back to the bureau.
He wants his Kevlar vest, doesn't he?
He wants as many guns as he can get. It's like the Matrix scene. And I'll go ahead and pay 2 for Striker's Cove again, weirdly.
Striker's Cove is popular.
It's back. And yeah, that's going to be the site. Before you do anything, I am going to remove Clyde Brookman's token to examine your hand and remove one of the cards in your hand from the game, please.
Oh, you're going to like this because there's nothing that you want. There's a grid pattern search if you want a grid pattern search. There's a taking chances, which allows me to go and search for an adversary and put it into my hand. There's a site. You can say that you don't want me to use a site, or you don't want me to use medical treatment, or that.
Oh no,
that's basically a bunch of sites.
Yeah, I've really mistimed using Brookman's token here. We'll take the the card that searches for an adversary, I guess.
Taking chances removed from the game. Goodbye, taking chances. I don't think I have another one of those. That's the only one.
Yeah, I considered it, David. That was my second thought. So if it comes back to haunt me, you can tell me that You totally
Well,
suck.
right now, the only person I'd really want to get out of, I can pull a card from my discard pile, but what am I going to do? But now you know what you can do.
Yeah,
It's not a wasted thing.
That's true. At least it gives me the knowledge that I can kind of have the go ahead here to send the 4 guys who are remaining in the field to Striker's Cove. Oh, sorry, I've just noticed I've left this on a 1, but Pendrell does have 3 tokens for boosting his skill check. So I'll just leave that there. Yes, so I'm investigating Striker's Cove, and I'm guessing, Dave, that you have nothing happening here for stopping me.
I have nothing here to stop you because you've taken away all my conspiracy cards.
So I have another affiliation question here.
Yeah,
So the second time's the charm. Is your affiliation government?
I do not believe so. It is not.
Okay.
But you're whittling stuff down. Look at you go.
Slowly but surely.
Well, actually, not slowly, but you got 1 a turn so far. That seems like it's a.
That's true. Yeah. It's not a shabby work rate for this game.
No, not at all.
Okay, and the bad news for me is that I'm 1 card over on.
Oh no, discard.
And size. Yes, I'm going to have to discard something here. And yeah, we're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna say goodbye to the Sandman.
Ah,
Sandman.
it's fun. I like to say that. Sandman's cool.
He can even use subterfuge cards. I might have some of it in my deck.
All these combat cards. Who plays with combat cards? Oh god.
I felt really quite devious, like putting combat cards in my deck earlier when I was building. I was like, the forbidden line has been crossed. But that's me done. Finished my turn.
All right.
108 cards. I will pass over to you.
I only have 4 cards because you stripped me of my good ones. So I will take my first card to see if I get something of value. And then I will get some resources here. Let's get some 5 resources. There's 4, and that's 5. I will buy 2 of them. Whoop. All right, you can sell and buy if you'd like. Oh,
okay. So I'm going to fire up the Rejuvenating Caves here and get my 2 conspiracy for that.
Oh, yes, and I'm sorry, I'm going to mulligan my idea that I forgot to pull my 2 from Friend of the FBI this turn.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Don't forget yours. Don't forget yours either when you have a chance.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, you got 2 of them, so you don't want to forget.
And I better do some selling here, I think. I don't really want to sell anything, though, so this is a bit of a pickle. Okay, we'll do that. I'm going to sell Fast Strike. Here we go. Here's a combat card for you, David Peace, and it's being sold for money.
Well, hey, purple. It's awesome. Yeah, that's about the only value of combat cards.
We'll sell that for 4. So go up to 10 and draw. Feeling pretty frugal here. We'll draw 2 cards.
It still gives you 8. That's a lot. That's still a decent chunk of resource. All right, conspiracy.
Yeah, this is true. Enough to maybe do something. And I don't understand what the emotes are for, but cowbell. Yeah,
cowbell needs more cowbell. What needs more cowbell? We're not playing. Where is he? I don't see him out there. Christopher Walken is not running in my deck. I don't know where he is.
Okay, cool. Right. So that is me done buying cards. So I'll pass it back to you for the rest of your investigative turn.
Sounds fun. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of a hard evidence because I'm going to get 3 more of these little buggers. Because we need as many resources as we can get. Hard evidence gets thrown away. What else do I want? Oh, thanks for resting. I got a fever. It needs more cowbell. And that's a horrible Christopher Walken, so please don't disseminate that to your millions of fans.
Someone clip it. Yeah.
No, I need beer for the Christopher Walken to come out. He needs to come out. All right. So we are going to do this. Okay, yeah. So you've purchased and sold and all your fun stuff. So
All good. Yeah, go for it.
hey, Steven, aren't you supposed to be working? Get to work, you bum. All right.
That's the one to clip. Get to work.
All right. I'm going to start putting some stuff out here. We still got this little site that's floating around out here that's got a wonderful little bluff on it. We are going to go ahead and we're going to play a Fairfield Zoo, Fairfield, Idaho. And it is observation 4 with a motive question. And she's going to pay for part of that because that's what COSIP does. It's an observation card. We're also going to play this one just because I feel randy. We're going to play for 2. We're going to pay that. And we're going to play for another observation site, which is a containment facility in Georgia, Maryland. Or Georgetown, Maryland. Sorry, not Georgia, Maryland. Observation 4, and it's a result site.
Wow. Okay, so you have 3 sites on the table at the moment. I have
do.
left one of them already. Can you remind me just the 2 that have just gone down there, Dave, what the questions are that you get to ask on them and what the skill checks
This
are?
one, observation 4 with a motive question. And this is observation 4 with a result question. And this is still occult 5 and evidence collection 5 with an affiliation or method question.
Okay. We'll put 1 face down bluff on the middle site.
The middle site. Got it. All right, cool. We got that. But first of all, before we do anything else on that, I'm going to just take one of Scully's little beans, and we're going to check the one on the whatever that is, the Los Angeles, California.
The pre-existing one. So this is the Detective Miles that I had lurking in my hand when you got a glimpse at it. So this is the pay 1 conspiracy to move 2 resource points from your resource pool to my conspiracy pool immediately.
Okay, now the question on that is if I was to go to that and survive both things, I could ask twice. Because remember, he was the one that was negated. Or that's the question. He was the card. He says that I choose a card if you would play that card. Now the question is, you had 2 of them.
Oh yeah. So this is the agent's ability on which agent was it? Sorry,
Hosting. Yeah, hosting says
Hosting,
that. Yeah, if you play it, I get to ask a question. If you play it, like if it's played, it says yeah. It says but that's the question is if you don't pay for it, I'm not going to consider it played. But it says yeah, place a token on hosting's card, discard a token to examine your opponent's hand, select 1 conspiracy card, that's the question is if you have 2 of them, do I? That's you just go no. I'm going to throw this one away, and I still have this one. I don't know. That's the question. That's I think the eternal question on does it negate essentially that card in general.
That is wonderfully ambiguous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says if your opponent plays that card at any time in the game, you may immediately ask 1 question about their X file.
So I guess what we would like looking for precedent in the game elsewhere. Mm-hmm. If there's I guess there are cards in the game that say, remove that card from play.
Yeah, that was this one. But once again, I don't know if,
So we don't, we don't.
I don't know if we did, but that's the question. But yeah, whatever we want to do, we can do that. Because that's going to be a lot of money you're going to possibly spend on it. All I did is look at it.
Sorry, David Peace is saying, I believe we decided as a committee that it applies to 1 card, but not to a second copy.
Yeah, but see, that's where it gets interesting. So it's like if you throw a card away or whatever, it's like so. I'm going to say I'm going to remove Deep Throat from the game, and then all of a sudden you come out later with a different Deep Throat. You're like, well, Deep Throat when removed from the game is supposed to be removed from the game, and that's another debate we've had. So that's why it's just weird. Whatever you decide to do with that, that's fine. I'm just saying that since it was played. The question is, was the other one marked in some way that we discarded? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. It's a weird snafu we always find ourselves in when it says if you remove a card from, if you use a card. Well, what's the difference in the card? If it's just a different card, but is it? I don't know.
So, for example, Dave, if you were to play Deep Throat, and you were to play by that rule of once you play a Deep Throat, you remove
it's supposed
Deep
to be
Throat.
both copies. That's my interpretation of it. But
so to do that, I have to look through my deck and I have to find the second Deep Throat, and then I have to remove it from the game. But there's nothing telling me to, for example, shuffle my deck.
Yeah.
So do I then keep my deck in exact order with knowledge of what every card is coming up? And things like this, like I think, lend a lot of weight to the idea that it's not that ambiguous and that difficult to decide which way it is, because there's a lot of surrounding context for how the game works with things like that.
Yeah, see, that's the one thing is when they came in later and they put in like Bill Mulder, where you can only have like one of him. Isn't that Bill Mulder? You can only have one. The Deep Throat, Queequeg is actually, yes, he's only one. You can't have multiples of Queequeg. But like Deep Throat, when I first started playing, the whole idea was that you played Deep Throat was moved from the game. Deep Throat's gone. So it's like, but when I was playing tournament games, I didn't see a single deck I ever went against that didn't have two. So you always had two. So it's like, all right, well, but then if it's removed from the game, so like the question is, if I ran into a secondary attacking 10, now physically I've removed this from the game. That's gone. That's not in my deck. It's not in my discard pile. It's not in my whatever. So if I ran into a second one, that would be the question. Is like, once again, does that and the Lamana doesn't matter, but yeah, I don't whatever you want to do on this. That's the thing is it's always been that little gray area. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to skirt that issue by playing the other card, but the other card is like, well, what if you just held on to that card in your hand for the entire game and then just waited till you got a second copy and like, thump, okay, there's that second copy. Well, is it a different copy or is it like Schrodinger's card?
Sure, right, yeah, because you're not able to mark the first instance of the card, right, to identify you. In fact, what you would ideally leave the first card like on the table, right? So it's still in your hand, but it's off to one side. So you're never mixing your hand and your
And Stephen, this is the case that now granted, it's not officially played because right now it's still there face down. I just looked at it. And so I had called his card, that card, and now, of course, I'm not trying to be a rules like this. This is serious. I'm just wondering if this is how it goes. Is so Hosteen picked that card. He had two of them. He discarded the first one and then played the second one. So the question is now theoretically, as long as it is on the table and not paid for, I'm not considering it played.
The funny thing here is that, as I understand it, Stephen's answer actually complicates things further. So, because this would be the first time that I have resolved this card, that the actual physical card that Dave picked has been discarded from my hand to the discard.
Because he had two of them. He had two of them in his hand.
So Stephen says that Stephen says that this one would count for your Hosteen trigger because it's the first time that it's gone on the table and being played. Thank you, Stephen.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Okay.
So because even though you had two of them, that card name was played. So that was why I was like, that's kind of why I picked it, because I'm like, well, it's like almost like a 2-for-1. You basically just negate two cards in your hand because they're the same exact card. And if it was played later, that was my only direction towards that. Plus, I knew I had Langley to cancel the other one. So I was like, okay, well, as long as I could do the most damage with one card, I was going to try that. So,
okay, well, I've learned something today. We finally got to the bottom of what happens when you have discarded Detective Miles named by Hosteen with another Miles appearing. So if I do indeed pay for this Detective Miles, you will get the Hosteen question fired my way as a result of it. So
yes.
That he is indeed what is lurking under that
yes.
site on the leftmost side of the table.
Fair. That is fair. So he is lurking there. So what we're going to do is, at the moment, we will continue to leave him alone over there.
Okay.
We are going to. What are we going to do? We are going to send. Let's see. Is that mine? Let's see. What is mine? That's, all right. We're sending everybody over here, leaving these two out in the field.
Okay. Sorry, one more time, Dave. Tell me the skill test and the
observation 4 and motive.
There's some news that's going to make you happy. You've got a clear run on this one. Go for your question.
Hey, well, see, and that's one of my things that I always do is I always will throw more sites than I can possibly visit because it gives me a lot of avenues. So yeah, I try. So I'm going to go for this, and I have an observation of 6. I'm going to go there. Do we have anybody who's going to attack me?
Nope,
No,
you're all clear.
Oh,
All clear
sweet.
to ask the question. Yeah.
I'm going to ask a motive question. Let's see. And we're going to look at this and go. Okay. Motive. Well, that really didn't help. Oh, I am going to go with. I don't like it, but I'm going to go with. Is your motive security?
You know what, talking about eyesight, this is one of the times.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
My motive is not security.
It is not security. And that was the low ball on there. I was like, I shouldn't have really. That was the one I was like, well, maybe I'll just take it at one chance at a low ball. But
so you get you're left with like slightly fewer options if you do get it right. Yeah. Sometimes that's really basic.
Security, no. Oh, no reverse engineers or Colonel Hennison. The Gregors are out. Oh, poor Gregors. Yeah. Well, it was also it was the one I had the least of in the one I had the least of when I got Primordial out. So that's why I kind of wanted to go with knowledge of survival or control, but all 3 of them had 2. So I was like, I'm not going to really negate as many. Yeah, I could have, but whatever. So because I negated 5 extra versus the potential of it would have been 7. I should have been. That was probably a bad move on my part, but that's all right. We'll go with that. I was going to see maybe through the poltergeist floating around out there, but I don't think so. That's number 2. 2. There you go. Alrighty. That's that one. Do I have anything else I want to play? I do. I do not. I do not have anything else I would like to do. I'm done.
Oh, good. Okay. Yep. I am under 8 for debriefing, so sorted there.
Okay, let's throw that away. And I am also down to 4 cards, so I'm good.
Cool. I will go ahead and draw a card for my turn. We're level pegging at the moment, right, Dave? Two questions.
Yeah, 2 questions to 2 questions each, and you've knocked out. You've knocked out the evolutionary, and you've knocked out the government. So,
government, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you've got 18 down. Me, I think I'm down by what? Primordial was a low ball, and of course he probably knows that he's probably just going to go everything else. 8 and another 5. So yay, 13. So I knocked you down 13. You got me down by 18. There you go.
So I'll go ahead and cash in my friend in the FBI. Thanks for your reminder about doing that.
Sure.
And generate 5 res. 5. And pay for 3 cards.
Okay.
And send it over to you for buying and selling conspiracy cards.
I'm going to sell Grid Pattern Search for 2.
There we go, David Peace. I've avoided hearing you say "told me so" about that one.
Well, I just sold it. I didn't do anything with it. I just sold it. No big deal.
And
I'm buying nothing.
Oh, okay.
I got 8 of them. So.
That's a lot of conspiracy stacked up there as well.
Not too much.
Okay, no healing to do. Requisition. I'm going to requisition some stuff here.
Cool. Go, Patterson, go.
I know, right? This is the Patterson plan goes into motion. So we're going to pay 4 for the Glock 19, which adds 2 to its long-range combat, and then 3 for the Kevlar vest, which is the absorbs 3 points of damage, place 3 tokens on the card, discard a token to prevent 1 point of damage, discard the vest when all the tokens have been removed, and any excess damage is then dealt as normal. And then for deployment, we'll move him back into the field now, fully equipped with all his goodies.
Sure.
Um, and I will move to case assignment. For way I'm desperately trying to make it happen. I really want to see Patterson strike here. And yeah, we'll pay 2 for Newark, New Jersey. So this is evidence collection 4+, and a method question.
Okay.
Would you like to place any bluffs here, Dave?
Let's see. No.
Okay. I will send the whole team to Newark and see what happens.
Send them all. Strangely enough, I do not have a card in which I could defend a method site.
Oh, okay, right. Breathe a sigh of relief.
Well, yeah, but you have the giant team right now has already got a long range of 7. Plus, I think you just added some. So
that's true. The team, as long as they stay together, they're pretty well.
Yeah.
Well sorted.
It looks like you got a long range of 7 and a long. I think that's you guys, right? No, that's me. Hang on. I've got both of us up on Yost's site. Is this you? Oh no, that's you have long range of 9. So yeah,
9.
You have long range of 9 before you do anything if you keep them together.
So as long as none of the sneaky combat card, what is it? Darkness Falls. That
there's
combat.
Oh yeah, just start grabbing things. Yeah, I don't know if he's in here. I don't know if that's in here.
Okay, so I want a method question here.
Method question.
What looks good to be guessing here? I know that Stephen is probably in the background. Aware of what
this is all he does. There's like he's like he is like a savant with this stuff, which is I got my life. I go out and do other things. I got a wine program going tonight. I got nothing. I'm a cultured guy of many things, not just one. Yeah.
Right. Dave, I'm going to ask: is your method subterfuge?
Probably not, but I'll check. Hang on.
Okay.
I do not. And you said method, correct?
Method question is method subterfuge.
And you're not kidding. It's like a little tough on occasion here. Let's see. Where are you? You're in here somewhere. Method is not subterfuge.
Not subterfuge. Okay. Cross a few more off here quickly.
Yeah, I know. Whoop. Subterfuge. And subterfuge was already in the one you already asked. Yeah, subterfuge is one of the. It's at 10, so that's not a bad one.
Yeah, I have none of this stuff memorized, so I'm always just quickly glancing up and down the pad, doing like a rough, what looks.
I wrote this down 25 some years ago because I did not know what my numbers were either. So
I should really follow your lead and
because it's just
this. Yeah.
No, don't check him out to see him in action. He's supposed to be working. Get to work, you bum. All right. Great. All right, cool. Well, you knocked out.
Right, okay. Sight goes to the discard, and I am 1 card over on hand limits, so I need to discard something here.
You do.
Many
cards. Why do you have so many cards?
I'm going to go ahead and discard a Crew Cut Man.
Oh, boy.
Discard pile he
goes. Look at all these guys going away.
Actually,
he would have been a result card. How come you threw him away? You got over 2 result cards out there. Get him result the method. You sure you want to do that?
I might live to regret that, but I've said that's what I'm doing. He's a method guy as well.
He's a method guy. Oh, that's right. He's not a result. So anyway, but method is out there. So
I'll stick with it. He's off to the discard pile, and that is me back to hand size, and I can throw it over to you for your turn.
Sweet. All right, I'm going to draw my 1 card. It is my turn to look at things. Yes, it is. I get to investigate stuff. So there we go. I got to draw my 1 card. See what happens with that. That's not the card I wanted at this point, but I will take it. I will gain my 5. 3, 5. I will then purchase some cards because I have been starved for a while. Oh, and actually, I forgot. I keep forgetting. She gets hers renewed every turn. And these guys get here because it's the beginning of the turn. So, I do have some money to spend now. Whew, I like that. 2, 4. Let's go with 6. See what happens. 6 cards.
Very nice.
Get in there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. I'm gonna grab my 2 for rejuvenating caves.
Okay.
10 conspiracy. And is there anything I'm gonna sell? Well, much as I would love to see Patterson dual wield, I think I'm going to sell this second Glock pistol for 4 conspiracy points here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm definitely going to buy some cards. How many is the question? This is a toughie. Sorry, I'm doing some quick maths in my head here.
No, that's fine.
I'll buy 3 cards. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Go for the rest of your turn there, Dave.
All right, we are going to. We are gonna go to. We're gonna actually put out a card here. Oh yeah, no healing. Everybody's alive. No requisition. They're all in the field. Marion, I'm gonna pay for 1 for her because she does behavioral and observation. So I have Marion, Virginia for behavioral of 4 for a result site. I still have the other 3 sites that are out there, or the other 2 sites that are out there. And I am currently going to say, would you like to bluff anything?
I will place 1 bluff on the site that you've just played there.
All right, Marion. There we go. Okay. We are doing this. Let's see what happens here. I'm just trying to think of what I can do at this point. Because right now I know that I'm going to go to one of the sites and you're going to attack him with Patterson. Now, I could probably kill Patterson. I could probably kill Patterson, but with the Glock is gives him what?
He gets +2 from the Glock, so he's at 4 long range.
4 long range, okay. And then the Kevlar vest does what?
Vest can soak 3 points of damage, so he can take a little bit of being shot at. Sure. But if your full team probably still sends him to an untimely grave. And whilst I'm dying to try Patterson in combat, I'm not dying to try Patterson.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair because because there are cards that negate him and then just send him away. But he just goes away and he loses his stuff, right?
Yeah, it actually says on the card because I was kind of puzzling that over earlier, and it says
he doesn't.
If a card is played that negates him, he is placed back into his controller's field. But if he's reduced to 0 health, he is removed from the game. So you want to shoot him if you can. You want to shoot him, and then I'm down a team member and really in trouble.
Right. Well, I can do that. I can do that. You know what? It gives me too many. It gives more options. I like that. That's not bad. All right, we're sending the entire team to the land of the Los Angeles, California, and we're going to look at that one that has your Detective Manners or whatever. Well, not his Detective Manner, whatever the hell that guy's name is. The guy you want to pay for if you want to try to stop something there happening.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Detective Miles is here, but I am going to choose not to activate him.
All right, I'll throw that away.
So,
come on, it's fun. Go see it. It's neat.
Questions are fun.
That's affiliation or method, and it's occult 5 or evidence 5. And my occult is 9. My evidence is 4. So I don't want to go evidence clearly.
Okay, a little bit of thinking to do here. Some maths as well, I think. So you've got Burke, Scully, Hosteen, Kosseff, and Manners.
Indeed.
Your site is such a lifesaver for working this stuff out quickly. It's great.
Yeah, that's why. Otherwise, I'd have absolutely no idea what your skill set was. I usually will just go ahead and throw a bunch of random cards next to each other, but my eyesight is so bad that I want to see it on the computer.
For sure, yeah. It's
so I don't mind having these in front of me, but I still have to look at. Hell, I got to look at mine. I have absolutely no idea what my guys can do.
So one more time, Dave. You're at Los Angeles. What were the skill check possibilities for that again?
Occult 5, which is going to be my target, and then a evidence collection of 5, and it's an affiliation or method site. So your lost crew cut man would have been very helpful right about now.
Yeah. He definitely would have.
Unless he got another one, and then I'm like SOL. So there you go. More like cheese.
Your whole team can dish out some damage as well. 1, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, they got 16 total health.
And 7 long range combat as well. That's not to be sniffed at. Okay. I think this is the plan here.
Right, plan.
I've got a plan of a fashion. I just have to. This is like a very tightly budgeted plan here. Right, I'm going to pay 1.
Sure.
To play a bluff face
got it.
And the bluff is Darkened Forest. How often do we see Darkened Forest?
Not often. I don't even know what it does. It does something.
It's one of the ones that modifies skill checks depending how much you pay for it. For this one, it's close range or long range. I'm going to choose long range, and I'm going to pay just the 1 point to give you a -1 modifier on your long range total.
So I would go to -6. All right, I'd go to 6. That's
you're 6. Yeah.
You're just missing.
I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is a method site, isn't it?
Sure. Method and affiliation. Yep.
So we have the Operation Falcon Blue Berets turning up to cause havoc here. So they're 4 long range, 3 close combat, 8 health, and damage caused by this creature may be split among all opponents. Directed player's choice. Cool. The Blue Berets may use martial arts combat cards. They're gonna jump in, and then on top of them, we're gonna pay another 2 to play Take Cover here, which is play this card on any combatant to decrease damage from 1 long range source by 2 points this round. So I'm gonna give Scully a -2 on her combat for this round.
-2 on her shooting. Got it. So -2, -3. So we got a total of -3.
Yes, and that's them launching their attack here, Dave.
Yes, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens here. That's a -1. I don't know where that one came from, but all righty. So I'm -3, so I'm hitting with 4 at that point. Okay, so he's hitting for 4 if he goes through. So I'm hitting with a 4. Well, actually, hang on. What kind of adversary is that?
So his keywords are adversary, government, pawn, and creature.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use manners to try to see if I can find a magic card that I don't know if it exists or not.
This is the peril of playing decks you've not played for a little while, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I get to go in here and look for somebody. And you said that was government, pawn, creature.
Government, pawn, creature, adversary. So I think there is one that does government type adversaries.
I don't know if I have him in here or not. But then again, I have manners, so I might just throw it in here for the hell of it. I don't know if I have it, but I'll get something.
Yeah, I suppose even worst case scenario, you still get something
Yeah.
useful. Yeah.
Well, I do get something useful, but not, unfortunately, what I want. I didn't see the rest of your guys, so I don't know if that'll work. Don't know. Let's see. Well, crud. If anything, this lets me shuffle my deck.
That's true. Shuffle effect. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't actually, to be honest, he doesn't work the way I want him to. He's a witness guy. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know if he's worth doing that right now. So let's see. I'm going to go and get myself my Dr. Daniel Trepkos, which does absolutely nothing.
So he's the one that gets primordial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He's worth 2, so I could sell him in a pinch if I really want to. So yeah, this deck does not have anything that goes against government. I did not end up putting in that's Judge or whatever his name is.
I cannot remember for the life of me.
It's not like I deal with government a lot anyway. There's a few out there, but not enough for me to really worry about. So it'll be interesting to see how this works. I'm going to put him in my hand and hope something happens, and then I will do this and we'll do that, and we've got one more shuffle, and we've got. There we go. Look at me shuffle. I'm shuffled. All right, let's. I'm going to take him into my hand, and let's see what happens. Let's fight.
Oh, we've got some pew pews happening. So you were saying you shoot for 4 with your team here, Dave?
Right now, I shoot. Yes. If I have a -3, I shoot for 4 right now.
Cool. So the Falcons lose a few of their team members, but are still in the fight. They are going to shoot Scully for 4.
They will, but she's going to get some first aid because she's not going to go to the hospital.
Oh,
so that's nice. My combat card. My one combat card. So she's there.
Studio Sequim, two combat cards in a fight.
So she's going to be. So she's currently at 1 then, because I've prevented her from getting killed. Which is weird. Okay, so that played that, and so that prevents her from going to the hospital. Let's go. It's round 2. Round 2 with close combat. Because now you've only taken off long range, right? You haven't done anything with short range, right?
That's totally right. That's totally right. And very sadly, I have nothing up my sleeve for that purpose. So your team is definitely going to. Sorry, just laughing at David Peace's comment there. In Internet First, Dave Meyer plays a combat card.
It's a first aid. First aid is the only one I usually will include in my deck. So this was kind of a mid-range deck. I didn't put a lot of weird stuff in it.
So we're gonna have the Falcons are definitely gonna die here. For sure.
What you get to do is so either A, you can take out Scully, or you can take out one of the 3 baggers. So
we're gonna put 3 points of damage on Hosteen to try and send him to the hospital here.
Okay, very good. So now I'm taking another die. Look at all, you're lucky I have all these dice that I got from Inquest way back in the day.
I was waiting for a second first aid there.
Well, he's currently at -3, but let's see if I do have one. That's something else. So, okay, he is actually going to go to the hospital. Goodbye, little Mr. Hosteen. You got to go to the hospital first.
And my Operation Falcon Blue Berets are away to the discard pile.
But we still have one semi-alive Agent Scully. So,
and this is where I have to tank it and think about whether I want to send Patterson in as a second adversary attack here. I can do that, right? Can I? Or
I don't know. I think he could.
Let's see what his outlook is, because Scully still can deal out that long range damage nicely. So
here's a question: what does he have any? What is? Oh, does he? He doesn't have. No, he doesn't have any. I was hoping that he had some sort of weird keyword on him.
Keyword, yeah, right, yeah. He's like he's primordial in a way. I was just joking.
But now the Blue Beret is done. He wasn't exactly contributing. We're gonna kill him.
So This is
That's
like
the question.
is he just dead? Is he just dead if he tries to get involved?
It says removed from the game if he dies, unless you have something magical to play on him. That might hamstring that team a little bit.
Yeah, this is what I'm wondering here. So we're doing some quick number crunching before I commit either way on this.
Because you still look at that pile of resources I have here.
Yeah. How many cards do you have in hand, Dave? You're not short on cards either, right?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 cards.
Yeah, that's a fair number.
And I guess while I'm thinking about it, I'm just throwing a medical treatment out there. So I'm going to take 1 off of hosting right now. So he'll go down to 2 since he's in the hospital.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that makes
just
sense.
to get it out of my hand. Yeah, get it out of my hand. I don't want to lose it.
And I've got to remember that, I'm not gonna be able to pull him out very easily here. So he's gonna have to be able to go the distance if he goes and attacks.
Because right now that only took out 1 long range and 1 short range. So right now right now I'll be at 6 and 6 and 5.
So I think
right now.
Doing the number crunching here, if I charged him in right here, I could get Scully or one of the others, but he would then die in close combat. And whilst it's really tempting to put more of your team in the hospital, I don't want him to die. So, Dave, you're
hey, that was like one of the longest turns ever. I only lost 1 die. I'll take it. Oh, I will ask the question: affiliation or method? Since I am going strong, I will start going affiliation, I guess. Is your affiliation evolutionary?
It is not evolutionary, no.
It is not. All right, and that's going to be question number 3. Okay, so let's see. Okay, cool. All righty. And now that makes it 3 questions apiece. Look at us go.
Yeah.
All right, my sad little hosting in the hospital. But the good thing he comes out 1 turn earlier now, so because a little healing, little medical treatment for him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do have to get rid of 1.
And all my combat trickery there means that I'm at 5 cards, so I'm underneath the threshold for this.
All right. And oh yes, and you don't have any current sites out there, so
and no current sites either. Yeah.
I am going to. The question is, I got 2 options. Oh no, but that's also a very possible one. So I'm gonna get rid of a Manitou stalks his prey.
Cool. Okay.
Right,
so
cool.
one last.
That puts me to 7. Yeah, that puts me to 7.
Okay. Right. I will go ahead and draw a card.
Okay.
And I will take down my friend in the FBI to 4 for 2 resources from it, and generate 5 from the team. That's up to 10. And I will play my second hard evidence as well to net me 3 points. And then I need to think about how many cards I want to buy here.
Buy a bunch. Buy so many.
I think we spend a little bit here.
I keep forgetting to throw this little beat. Oh, I paid for her. It's not till my next turn. Kasif. I keep forgetting to add her little token, but I did last turn. I just need to wait till my turn.
It's really easy to forget. One tip that I picked up for card games a long time ago that I find really useful is if you have something that happens at the start of your turn that you can like placing a bead that you can physically represent, leave the bead sitting on top of your deck.
Good point.
And then when you go to draw, it's a useful little. Especially
since hers keeps returning. So it's like I keep forgetting about the returning ones.
Yeah, it's most useful in situations like that where it's just something that's happening at the start of every turn. So I'm going to spend 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Digging. You're digging.
5. I really am. 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
It's just as well I did spend that 5 as well. I was very nearly without a sight to play this turn, Dave.
Oh no, that's no good.
So I thankfully have got there though. So I will pass to you for selling cards and buying conspiracy cards.
I will sell a shotgun and sell that horrible Trepkos for 8.
Money.
2, 4, 6, 8. And I get a shite load of stuff. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I'm going to then buy a bunch of cards. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 I have in there. So let's buy 5 cards. Puts me at 11, which is fine. 5 cards, because I too am digging. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. All right, cool.
Okay, sorted. So no healing for me, no requisition going on this turn either. Deployment, everyone's going to stay in the field, and I'm going to pay 2 for Olympic National Forests. This is evidence collection 4+, and I can ask a result question if I am successful. Would you like
result, huh? Result. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to play bluff. There you go. You got 1 bluff for now. I want to play a second. No, I'm good with that one. Just one.
Okay, we'll push the whole team in and see what you've got for us here, Dave.
I only have a nasty surprise, so that's just going to give me. Yeah, it gives me 3. So there we go.
More money, yeah.
More money against that result site.
Well, we're going to press on here. Do you have anything further you'd like to throw against the team?
Maybe. Let me put that card to the side there. I'll put that card to the side there. That's the cards I'm going to try. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do, first of all, is I'm going to try to see if Joseph Patnick can be a problem. Joseph Patnick is he's the result government phenomena who subtracts 1 from all damage sources applied in the adversary's long-range combat route is skipped. So your combat has gone from 9 to 4.
Sure. Yeah. I don't have any way to, just sort of negate him or anything like that. So he's definitely going to enter into combat here.
Okay. Cool.
So we've got no.
Well, actually,
long-range combat, right?
No long-range combat. He subtracts 1 from all damage sources. Now, granted, didn't Patterson end up getting extra? He got bonus shooties, or is that long range?
He did only long range though.
All right. Yeah. But he can take more damage, so that's fine.
So thankfully, I've got a couple of guys who have more than 1 point of close range, because otherwise this could have been really nasty. But so Patterson has 2 CRC. Kresge has, this is after modifications, 2 for Patterson, 1 for Kresge, and 1 from Pendrell. Is that just enough to kill him?
He's got 4. Yeah, he's got 4 in short round or close round, but he's going to do 4 damage to somebody.
He will. Yeah.
Who is your science heavy person on that team?
Science heavy is Pendrell. He's got 3 sciences on the team.
Is he a 4 or is he a 5?
He's a 4 as well, yeah. So he's I
will attack him, please. I would like to kill Pendrell.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. He's off to the hospital.
Oh no!
So he's still got that. He has 4 damage on him.
He does.
I will turn him sideways to indicate hospital because my board is lots of
yes. That's not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, so you still have your evidence collection for that site. Is that correct?
Yep, we have 1 coming from Namehauser. Actually, Clyde's got 4 by himself, and Bill's chipping in 3. So,
I
pass the test here. Unless you've got anything else that you're wanting to.
I do. I have an unexplainable time loss that I'd like to throw at them to see if I can stop your turn right now. Unless you've got a Frohickey, what you do? Nice. All right, so I'm going to spend my 5 on my unexplainable time loss. You'll spend your 3 on that Frohickey. And I'll throw that away. that was my goal, was to try to do as much as I could to. And let's see, I still have some money. What is this? Okay, and that is still. I'm sorry, that you said that is a motive or result? Oh, that's a result.
Result, and the evidence collection is the skill test.
You are free to ask your question.
Okay, results. Let's have a look here.
Okay, I'm going to go that direction and see. I'm hovering over what I think you're going to ask.
Oh, there's not much in it, I think, in this one. Is your result physiological?
Hey, you know what? I had my pen over that. That's amazing. No, it is not.
It's not. Okay.
Physiological manipulation, or I always hate that the two, you have a method that's a manipulation, and then you have a result that's manipulation, but it's manipulation of evidence.
Yeah,
that's what
bit confusing. Yeah.
So that's number 4. Is you're asking physiological. Oh, no, Dodd calm. Oh, and we don't care about those little guys, and we don't care about that guy.
Okay. Audience are getting their money's worth today with all these incorrect guesses from.
Oh yeah.
So I will move the Olympic National Forest to the discard pile.
Okay.
Nope. Have a look at my hand size for the end of the turn here.
Yeah, me too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got myself down to 7. Oh, geez. Yeah, what are you making us do, math? I don't know.
How many possibilities do you each have left?
Yeah, he's asked 4 questions. I've asked 3 questions. I've knocked out evolutionary, primordial, and security. He's knocked out government, evolutionary, subterfuge, and physiological.
I just did a quick count there. I think I'm around about 12, so like way too many for my liking for guessing.
Oh yeah, I never like asking too early because there's so many openings. Like don't open the door. Don't open the door. No, I mean, absolutely. You can win that way, but I don't know. It's kind of like shooting Jesse James in the back. It's like literally you won, but
that's a great way to put it. Yeah. Well, very morosely, I will discard a combat card. I'll discard take cover to get down to hand size at the end of the turn. So
that's fine.
And I will pass over to you for your investigative.
That sounds good. I'm going to draw my 1 card. I will get 1 less in my awesome pool of stuff, but we'll throw that over there, and then I get. His res only 1, so I get 4 more for these guys. Okay. Luckily, Goalie's still kicking around and doing her thing in the woods. I don't want to do that yet. Okay. Do I want to buy any cards? I have a slew of cards here. Actually, I do want to buy cards. See what happens here. I don't know. It's not helping me at this point.
Sometimes I find it really hard to know in these situations, like when you have a big clutch of cards already and you've got plenty of money in the bank, but you run the risk of just going over hand size and just losing them to discard.
Yeah, especially since some of them are actually fairly helpful later on. I'm going to get rid of those 2 today. I could probably get rid of that one. I can't get rid of that one yet. So I'm going to see. Okay, I'm going to buy 3 cards because that will then put me back up to, let's buy 3 cards. There we go. Okay. No, yeah, I just want to. Yeah, like you're right. I've got enough cards, but I've got cards for later.
Yeah. The temptation is just go fishing and see if you can have even better cards for the turn that's coming up. Yeah.
So okay, I picked up my card. I've generated my resources. I bought my card. So it's your turn to buy some cards or sell.
Sure. So I'm going to take down my rejuvenating caves by another 2 for a couple of conspiracy points that way, and then. Chat. Yeah, anyone lurking in chat, I'm so sad about this because I was really tempted to try and force this next turn, but it wasn't sensible. So we're selling the shotgun and not equipping Atchison with it. Let's go up to 9.
That's the one question I have on that. If I would use like an evasive maneuver, well, not evasive maneuvers. Evasive maneuvers or X on Patterson, would he lose all his equipment? Just he'd be negated. It doesn't say. I don't know if it does. I don't know if it really says, because if you decide to stuff him full of equipment, if I was to kill him outright, he would just go away. But if he returns to the field just to be a pain in the butt, that seems like a weird one.
Yeah, I think if card is played that negates him, he is placed back into his controller's field.
Yeah. So that's the question, is whether or not, because I know when you go to the hospital, you lose your equipment. No, you don't, do you?
You keep it, I think, if you
keep it.
Yeah. Kreski's more of a Garrock kind of guy anyway. Yeah, thanks, Steven. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the power. Look at those powerful arms. That looks like he could just snap someone's neck. Right. He could cut his heads clean off with that garrote.
I'm going to buy a very modest 2 cards here.
2 cards.
And Dave, take it away for the rest of your turn.
All righty. How about we get to heal. Here you go, little Albert Hosteen. You get to heal 1 health. You get to still sit in the hospital because you're a loser. Let's see. Let us do a bunch of wacky stuff. See, yeah, this is where I was like on the fence of buying some stuff, but it's just like, keep that. I'm playing that. I'm just I'm gonna go through my hand of cards. I'm gonna play that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to play that. Yep, let's do it. All right, let's play some cards. Okay. And yes, once again, your little bead, Matt, the little bead to Kasif here. I am going to put down an observation. I'm going to put the C up. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you sell your stuff? You sold stuff, right? Yep. Sold
yeah, all good. Yep, I'm sorted. Yep, yeah.
Good. All right, just making sure. I've already healed. I'm going to start playing some stuff. They're still all on the field. We are going to then put out an observation of 4. It's the Sea off Tilskin, Norway. It is observation 4. It is a result site, and she will pay for 1, and that will pay for the rest. I'm going to place this little guy out here. That's Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Science is 4, affiliation question. That is going to pass for 2. And I am going to. So now I've got 4 potential sites out there.
Yeah.
Like I see, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll play that at the end. So there we go. Okay, cool. All right, those are the sites. Feel free, bluff away.
Okay, yeah. Thinking about this, I'm not going to play any bluffs.
Oh, crafty. All right. All right. Yeah, that's okay. Well, before we do that, I'm going to read some signs. And since I can, I'm going to steal 2 of your conspiracy pool, 2 from your conspiracy pool to put in my resource pool.
1, 2.
Okay. I forgot that I could do that actually just with Burke. I was worried about, I was worried about Hosteen having all the occult power, but Burke.
So what's the requirement again on it?
Actually, or it's 5 across the board. So Burke doesn't do it by himself, but they end up having enough occult across the board. I don't know why she has it. Yeah.
Is it 3 that you need to pass the check?
Yeah, 4.
4. Okay, so right enough. Yeah, all 3 of them together get there.
Yeah, so he's 4. These guys are 5 because it looks like I've got a total of occult investigation of 9. So we got that. So I stole some of your junk. What else do I want to do at this point? The good thing is I was able to play that, so I got myself down to 7. So all right, no bluffs, he said.
No bluffs.
Do we want some more results? We're going to go another affiliation. Wow, we're all going to an affiliation site. Science is 4.
One, 2, 3. We're going to give you some car troubles on your way to the site. So this is the play on a team with 3 or more moving to the site. Team may only send 2 agents, and evasive maneuvers can't be played this turn.
Sure. Okay. So he's got 2. She's got 2. So I will withdraw these 2.
Hmm.
So that's a total of 4. So they still got a 4. So Car Troubles keeps these guys back in the. They're there. They're just not helping. They're like losers. They can fight something though.
I'm gonna risk it all and throw Agent Bill Patterson as an adversary against them, Dave.
That is fair. All right.
Is there an X for him to immediately faceplant into or anything like that?
There is not going to be. So
Okay.
Yeah, so they're, and he's not a Colt, so I can't do anything with Berkey here. So we're gonna. So hey, we're gonna have some more people in the hospital a bit here. So we'll have to see. So all right, yeah. So okay, so we're going into combat. He gets extra long range. What's his current long range at?
Sure. So his base long range is 2. He gets +2 from the Glock, so he is 4 long range here.
Okay, so his 4 long range would definitely go towards Scully, and then he would end up going just short range at 1. But long range is 3, 4. You can soak up one, so they're only going to do 1 first. Yeah, you're going to probably take both of them. So so I can't kill him because I don't have anything to negate him at the moment. So I do have something later, but not for now. So those guys, you have successfully stopped it from happening at that site. Look at you go for all that money you spent.
So he does get shot for 4 right in the long range, Dave?
He does get 4. Yeah, he gets shot for 4 in long range, and he'll get shot for 1 in close range. But so he ends up taking 2.
So yeah. So his vest is gone. He takes
okay.
1.
So that vest sucks it up, and then it kills that vest. That's cool. Okay, I don't play those, so yeah.
Yeah, he still takes the 1 over the top. So, this is in long range. He takes 1 over the top, and then he will deal 4 back. As you correctly guessed, I'm going to put that on Scully to take her out of the picture. And then the next round, close combat, Charles Burke deals 1 to him, and he has 3 damage to dish out, which is just enough to put Burke into the hospital.
The plus side on this, though, is he can't do it again. He does it once a game.
Yeah, once per game, and that's him. Yeah.
So that's a plus. So let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to get hosting back in our turn. Okay, cool. She's over here. So look at this hospital filling up full of people, and I can't do that. So that's going to get discarded. That's going to get discarded because I did not investigate it. So we'll get this stupid conga line over here. But let's see what happens. All righty, you have successfully stopped that. However, I still have some stuff to do. Hard evidence. I'm going to do the hard evidence to add 3.
Yeah.
And then I'll just throw that away. And that is what I can do.
Okay.
And I got 2, 7.
7 as well here. So we just both snuck under the discard. Okay. So briefing. I'll draw a card. Pendrell's in the hospital, so only 4 resource points created by the team.
Yep.
And 2 from friend in the FBI. And I'm going to spend 3 on cards here. So 1, 2, 3.
All right.
It's a lot of cards.
A lot of cards is fun.
Yeah, I'll throw it over to you, Dave, for cards and buying.
You're gonna love this one. I'm selling a signed Frohickey.
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
I love that. Do you have all the lone gunmen signed in that deck? Is it like the full?
I do, except for Byers. I don't have a Byers by himself. I have got the No One So Paranoid that they got me. They took my own No One So Paranoid and were able to fill out the trifecta up in Wisconsin, Minnesota. So, but I'm gonna get 3 more. So yeah, but that's the only one. I never did find Byers on his own, and I was rogue up in Minnesota. I wasn't official. Although I played a bunch of games. So
It's always nice to have a card to chase still as well, you know. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
or an autograph in this case. Yeah.
well, then again, there's no way I'm catching up to Dax, because Dax is an insane man. He has so many
Dax
cards, isn't he, buddy?
amazing.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like Let's see. Only autograph Indian cards. Yeah, no, you wouldn't be playing with anybody. Okay. So that was the end. That's what I did, and I do not want to buy any cards.
Okay, sure. So moving to my healing phase, Pendrell has 4 health, so he'll heal 2 to go to 1 damage, keeping him in the hospital still this turn. Yep. Requisition: no one's in the bureau to get any equipment. Deployment: everyone's staying in the field. Case assignment: I'm going to play a site for 2.
Actually, wasn't that white one was his use dice, right? His tokens. So
geez,
he'd go to 2. No.
Thank you for reminding me. Yeah.
So because I was like I had to look to see, because the 4-point agents get to heal 2, 4 and up get to heal 2, 3 and down only heal 1. So
you're absolutely right.
So he doesn't sneak out as early as you think he does.
No,
I was looking for my own purposes too.
He'll still come out next turn, but he has more damage left on him still just now. So yeah. 2 points to play Olympic National Forest, Washington. So this is evidence collection 4+, and you may ask 1 result question if I successfully complete the skill check. Would you like to play a bluff on it at all there, Dave?
Let's see. And you said, I'm sorry, that was a result site?
A result site, with the evidence collection 4+ being the prerequisite for that.
To be honest, no, I don't. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna actually just get to ask this question, because I don't have the cards I want to have at the moment. So.
Okay. Lucky break for the team here.
That's okay. That's how it works.
I think there's one that jumps out as making most sense here for sure.
Sure.
Is the result death?
That is a little skull, so that means yes.
Oh, okay.
You know what's funny is that because it was completely random at this point, so that's why I throw a little bit of a. So there's that. There's that. Now you already got those, so I don't care about that. You still got it down to but not that. Yeah, you got it down to a spot here.
Yeah, that correct guess is definitely helped a lot.
Yeah.
Here. So for people playing along at home, I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
But I'm a coward, so I will still not be guessing on this turn. And instead, I will send the Olympic National Forest to the discard pile. And I am over hand size by a little bit here, I think. How are you looking for hand size?
I'm looking good. I'm just actually, before I end up, I'm going to use Rejuvenating Cave. So I'm just going to use that before the end of my turn. So
makes sense.
I will throw, and then get that ready for next turn when I attack you. 4, 6, 8, and a 10. There we go. All righty. But yeah, hand size, I am perfectly fine. Unfortunately, I had it. It didn't work out.
Bear with me a hot minute here, because I have one of those hands where I don't really want to get rid of anything, and I need to get rid of 3 cards. So it's going to be a little bit of puzzling out what gets thrown away here. This is horrible. Right, this one. Hey, that's the peril of the big draw.
Oh yeah, I'm having so many cards. Yeah. Now, if you're happy though, I only get 1 resource this turn, except for the 2 that are remaining on Friend in the FBI. So I don't get a lot of resources. I have a bunch, but I don't know what I can do with them all.
Yeah, you're sitting pretty with resource pools there for sure. 1, 2, 3. 1 more card. What's it going to be? This really hurts. So trap is getting thrown away. Not too sad about that.
No.
Mechanics getting thrown away. Bit sadder about that. Rejuvenating caves is getting thrown away.
Yeah, you don't need any. You don't need any more. Your resource points are fine. Those two conspiracy points, you're fine.
Okay, and yeah, that's me done. So over to you for your investigators.
Hey, I'm going to draw one card, and it's not the card I wanted. So I'm going to gain one resource from these fools. I'm going to put a little thing on Kasif. I'm going to take my final 2 from Friend of the FBI, and I'm going to buy.
Yeah, for real, David. Yeah, that hurt.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to buy a bunch of cards. 6. So I'm sitting at 6. So I am going to buy 2, 4, 6, 8 cards.
Oh my goodness.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards.
Oh wow. Well,
You're getting
a bit more modest here. I will take 2 from Rejuvenating Caves.
Okay, I'm okay.
And I will sell my second shotgun, which puts a little bit more money in the bank, so up to 10. And I will spend 2 on buying cards there.
All righty.
And yeah, take it away, Dave.
All right, so you want some shenanigans here? Let's see what happens with the shenanigans.
Don't forget your healing.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna heal. Bring this little fool out of the hospital. Well, he's healing and then he's deploying out. He's gonna go down to -2. She goes down to -2, so she's still hanging out over here in the hospital. Nobody's happy. So all right, and this is negative. Oops, I keep knocking over my little alien. Oh yeah. Hey,
the mascot.
There he is. There you go. All right, he's hanging out to the side. So, okay, yeah. So they're healed up. They're healed up that they can be healed enough. These guys are still in the hospital. I'm gonna shift these guys a little farther to the right. Let's play some stuff. Let's see what happens here. I am going to spend 2 on Gibsonton, Florida. It's a medical foresight, and it's a method site. I'm spending 2 for that. I am also going to then spend Mount Avalon, Washington, Sciences 4+, a method site. So I got a whole bunch of sites out there.
You really do. And sadly, I'm not going to bluff. I'm not going to bluff either of them.
And I played that in completely the wrong way. Here we go. I've got Dr. Nolette is also coming out to play, and I'm going to spend that for 3.
Okay, and remind me again what Nolette does.
Dr. Nolette is actually, I played him out of order, but I did it on purpose. It is add 1 to your pool every time you play a sciences or observation card is played.
Okay, yeah, sure, gotcha.
Okay, and then I want to steal your stuff.
Yeah, so this is, remind me again exactly how this works. So you get
unexpected call. Nope, unexpected call. Play this card to allow you to exchange resource pools with your opponent. So I take your 4, and you got 0.
Yeah.
And I will throw my unexpected call away into the garbage where Steven believes it belongs. And there we go. So we've got sciences, observation, and behavioral. So I've got 4 sites.
No bluffs coming down from me here. So
no
just
bluffs.
Over to,
okay.
So where you want to?
All right. 2. Let's see. Well, he's got the sciences of 2. So that ends up being, do I have anything to? All right. You got 8 observation for a result, behavioral for a result, medical. Can they do medical? Oh, they got 3. Nope. Actually, these guys have horrible medical. Oh, I have 7 medical, but that's because Scully's got medical. That's 3. I'm trying to see if I can actually go to one of these sites. I was just trying to burn them so I can. I had so many cards in my hand, I had to do something with them.
Yeah.
Observation.
I have them on the table.
Observation 6.
Austin has a really strong occult on his own.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you've got any.
He's got a Colt and he's got 2 medical. So he actually does have 2 medical, but it doesn't give them enough. Observation, which is funny. She pays for observation, but has 0 observation. I don't think I have anybody in there to add something there anywhere. Behavioral. Can they go to behavioral? I'm just trying to see if they can actually go to a site they want to go to.
Kosef has 3 on her own for behavioral.
She's had 3 on her own for behavioral. That ends up putting her at a total of, we got a total of 4, and we've got behavioral floating around out here, I think, on Scully. Yep. And so do I have anything to actually do? I don't. I just burned all my stuff, so I can't do anything.
That's a rough break.
That's fine though. It was pretty much just I was trying to drain our people. That was my goal on that. Because now you're going into the next round, and that's what I'm up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Yeah, you got to. Okay, so I got that card. I was hoping to play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got to get rid of some cards.
Wow. I only have to get rid of 1, and it's going to be a Kevlar vest. That was a less painful choice for me.
All right. Well, I got a bunch of. Okay, if I have to go, I'll keep those 2. Okay, get rid of these guys. Get that one. What actually this? Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. Well, hang on. I gotta do something real quick here. Let's see. Where did you go? Oh, stupid mouse went to sleep. Wake up, mouse. Okay. Okay, cool. That one I gotta keep. I gotta keep that. Okay. 1, I need to get rid of 2 more. Like you said, getting too many cards in your hand, you got to figure out what you want to get rid of. Okay, that's later. So I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of that because that's garbage. Okay, cool. I'm down to 7. Oh, okay. So I got rid of the mechanic, first aid, and a sinus cavity implant.
Yeah, that seems like good choices here. Cool. So I will draw a card for my turn.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Resource points. We've still got Pandrel in the hospital, so it's just 4 coming in from the team, and the last 2 come off friend in the FBI. Which brings me up to 6.
Okay.
And I am going to spend $4 on cards.
Okay. Wow, 4 on cards, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm really trying to hit something here.
Okay. While you play your 4 on cards, I am going to take my 2 off the Rejuvenating Caves. Oops, those go over here. And then we are going to, I'm going to keep that because I need that. I am not buying anything.
Okay. Before we move out of this phase, I'm just going to drop. I drew my second friend in the FBI, so
cool.
I will play that and immediately take the 2 from it to leave it with a counter or something.
Alrighty.
Okay, so healing. Pandrel with his 4 health heals his last 2 wounds.
Yep. You're just gonna send him back out with his buddies.
Right, he's got to get back to work. Enough resting. He will, no requisition, so deployment. He'll move back to the field. Everyone's in the field now. Case assignment, and this is what I was desperately digging for, was a site that would help me out against you here. We did find a couple of options.
We're going to pay 1, go for the cheap option here, and play Los Angeles, California. So this is Occult Investigation 5+, or Evidence Collection 5+. You may ask an affiliation or method question. Would you like to assign a bluff?
I would. I'm going to play that one bluff.
Okay, and I think we're just going to go for it. We'll send the whole team and see what you got there.
Sheriff Daniels, I will spend 2 for him, and he's going to see if you have your subterfuge of 1.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he totally shuts down this because we do only have Patterson with one subterfuge. So unfortunately, I'm just going to make sure I don't have anything up my sleeve.
Yeah, let's see. Langley would be awesome, or something that would bump you up a little bit, but that would be it.
But nothing going on.
Yeah.
So
I was so happy that one came up. Yeah.
He's perfect against this team. So Los Angeles is off to the discard pile.
Oh no, poor Los Angeles.
And I have some discarding to do because much like you last turn, I have a lot of cards hanging out here now.
All right, I got 6. I'm at 6. So I'm good.
So many cards.
Yeah, I had to stop. It was like that was my attempt. I was like, I gotta stop you. So I had enough in my hand to throw some things at you, even if that didn't work. Just
that was like absolutely perfect, like minimum investment for maximum result right there, right?
I need my sick agents back.
Okay, so into the discard pile go Nasty Surprise, Ambush, and Icy Cape.
Throwing a sight in the garbage. Oh, you've been trying for those sights. But it's probably
sadly,
is this something you already have?
It's the one I already got. Yeah. I'll pass to you. Go ahead and draw for turn.
I will draw for turn. I'm down to my 6 in the first place. I will get another card. Oh, look, it is a sight. Look at me go. All right, let's generate some resources, and then we'll heal some people. I'll get 2 resources. Oh, I am a rich man. Okay, I'm not going to buy any cards.
Sure. Okay. Right. Let's think about what I'm doing here. Am I selling anything first of all? No, I'm not going to sell anything. The last 2 will come off Rejuvenating Caves.
Okay.
So I will get 2 from that.
That's why I said Manners is a get out of jail free card for 2 turns. Unless you throw mailmen at him, steal his stuff.
And I'm going to spend 2 on drawing more cards.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
Go for it, Dave.
I'm going to heal some stuff. I'm going to heal my.
Yeah.
He's going to go to. Burke's going to be to 1. Scully's going to be to 0, and she comes back out. She comes back. Well, she gets back to her 4, not 0, but. She's going to come out, and so she's going to come swinging back out in the field because she wants to be in the field. Poor Burke lives by himself in a hospital room, and I am going to then play. Oh, hang on, just make sure that we don't have the same site. I want to be. You can't dupe sites. I'm going to pay her 1 to get the Alastair Crowley High School in Milford Haven, New Hampshire. Colt 5, Observation 5. It's an affiliation or result. Because it's an observation card, I get to get a point, get $1 from Nolette.
The other famous Alastair. No bluff being assigned to that. Okay. No bluff being assigned.
Okay, which is interesting because I got to see if I can. That's the other question is whether I could actually do the. Well, I think I could. I think I got the observation. Now that I've got Scully in the mix now. Yeah. Yes, I do. So okay.
Yeah, Scully has to do. Yeah.
Yes. So we will send them all onto the affiliation result site. I'm going to go for the observation of 5, of course. What would you like to do with your 8 conspiracy points?
This is the question.
Man, I got to really clean up this room. Look at all that junk back there.
I'm going to start off by playing a face-up nasty surprise here.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Net 2 in total, because it gives me 5. And yeah, so it's an affiliation and
result
site. So we're going to spend 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Stop.
to run out the mechanic, who is a 4 long-range combat, 3 close-range combat, 5 health. He can use martial arts and subterfuge combat cards. Do you have anything to send him packing straight away here?
I don't know. Does he want to use any subterfuge or combat cards?
No.
He doesn't?
No, he doesn't.
Come on, you got three extra conspiracy points here. Well, yes, I do have something, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use this guy. He's going to make that go away because he doesn't. And that's back from 97. That's a 97 signature from when he with a little tiny Sharpie and not that big ham-fisted scribble he's got on the current cards. There you go, cool. Stephen Williams.
The X and everything, yeah.
You want an orange whip? Orange whip? 3 orange whips. But yes, that will negate that.
With my mechanic sent away by X, there is nothing I can do to stop you, so you can go ahead.
You got 3 more. Are you sure there's no offense or anything you want to try?
Definitely not. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna all rush this site because of course we've already been there anyway. Observation of 5. We've got the observation of 5 to cover it. Actually, the observation of 6 without it. So they're gonna go there and they're there, and I think they're free to ask their question. Okay, if they're free to ask the question, I got to get to work here. That's affiliation or results. So either A. Let's see. What can I do the most damage with? Let's see. I will ask, is your affiliation alien?
Did you say observation of 5, Dave?
Yes.
I'm making it. So Hostine has 1?
She's got 4. Hostine's got 1. Manners has 2. And so, yeah, that's 5.
Sorry, who's got the 4?
No one has 4. It's 2. 2 observation on Scully, 2 on Hostine, and 2 are 1 on, or 2 on, so 2, 1, 2. So 5 total. So it's Scully, Hostine, and Manners.
Hostine has
1.
1, yeah. Manners has 2, right? That's what I was missing there. Thanks.
Yeah.
Is my affiliation alien? Is your question here?
Yes.
My affiliation is not alien.
Oh, well, I got some more knocked out. Oh, there we go. That's number 4. That's question number 4. All right. Well, yeah, I still don't have to enough of that. See, so I've got you down to what, 5? It looks like in the minus. What is the other ones? It's 5, 7, 12. I got you down to 12 still. I think you've got me in a better position, but I got you down to 12. I'm not going to give you a shot. That's silly. That's silly talk. I'm not going to
do a Steven, yeah.
I'm not guessing. You silly rabbit. Okay, no, I'm good.
Okay, cool. So debriefing, I have managed to keep myself at 7 cards, so I don't have to discard
5. I'm at 5, so I'm good to go.
Nice work, Dave. Yeah. Okay, so I will draw a card for my investigation turn.
Okay.
And friend in the FBI will chip in 2, and I have 5 from my team because Pendral's back, so that's 7. Slowly recovering from that unexpected call. I think you are still sitting on some pretty good cards.
I know. Too bad Bruckman's still not working. He used this job earlier. He did everything earlier.
He wasted his talents. Interesting.
This chair is squeaky.
I'm going to be a miser and buy just one card here.
Just one. Oh,
just
that's crazy.
One. And pass to you for selling and buying with CP.
Oh, first of all, let's see. This is during the beginning of your opponent's next turn. So that's my 2. I get my 2 back from Rejuvenating Caves. What do I want here? 4, 6, 8 total. Do it. I'm selling Frowicky. That's a regular Frowicky that time.
Yeah.
Frowicky that time. I'm gonna sell him, and then I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3. I got 4 cards. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I will buy. Let's see. Just looking at the. I'll buy 1 card. Oh, look at that! Sweet. Okay.
No,
okay.
we don't want to hear that.
I like that. That's fine. Weird.
Okay. I am. So no healing going on. No requisition being done. Case assignment phase. I will spend 2 to play Franklin, PA. Would you like to assign bluffs to Franklin, PA?
What is the keywords and what do you?
Sorry, of course. Yeah, I totally forgot. Criminal investigation of 4+, and you may ask 1 method question.
Okay, you said method, huh? And your criminal is actually fairly high in it. Let's see, where is that? Oh, my mouse went to sleep. Stupid mouse. Okay. Evidence is. Ooh, actually, you're. Oh, is that you or me? Well, that's me. Hang on. Your evidence collection is pretty high. You're sitting at what, 11? Holy cow! All right. Criminal investigation is not right.
Criminal investigation for this one. Yeah. Not as high.
And you said method, right?
Yeah, method with this one.
And. Trying to think about what. Let's see. He's still got some stuff. I'm trying to think about the best way to do this. Okay. Because I think you're probably going to get through, but I'm hoping to do a little stopping or a little stalling a little bit. Let's see if I can do something. It's like I'm worried about that.
It's always worth a try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't feel I have much choice here. They're all gonna head into Franklin. What have you got there, Dave?
I am going to do the mailman. I'm going to spend the 3 to do it. I'm taking your Kresge token and throwing him on hosting. Unless you want to language it. Yeah.
No. You're all good. You're all good. Kresge loses his precious token.
Yeah, that token. I don't think I've ever seen it work. Has it ever worked? I don't know if it actually ever worked.
I was holding on to it in this game for the big Patterson attack, but it didn't really play a role there at all. So that being overcome, we'll continue attempting to progress with this site. Is there anything else that's coming our way at all?
I'm gonna have something else going your way. I'm gonna but I do have a question. Who's your heavy hitter in the criminal investigation?
There's a little bit of a spread on the team here. So Pandrel has 2, Kresge has 1, Namehauser with his bonus with Patterson has 2, Brookman has 2, and Patterson has 3.
So he'd be the okay. We're going to do this then. Okay, we're going to see if this works because to be honest, I don't think you can do it. Unless you got a return favor. I'm going to bring out the crew cut man that I do have. That's the result, right? Or method. Yes, method. I forget. I don't know why I always think crew cut's result, but method man's going to come out here, and I'm going to spend 6 for him.
Yeah, crew cut's method.
Crew cut's going to come swinging out here, and he gets to pick one of your agents to fight individually.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. No X waiting in the wings to come in to stop him.
I was waiting for that, or evasive or something.
Who's he fighting?
He is going to fight Agent Bill Patterson for now, because he kind of will be a 2-for-1. If I knock him out, he will hurt him. But I could possibly take another guy out next round, because I think he makes the. I don't think he's fighting singly. I think he could take out 2 guys, unless you have something magic.
Okay, sure. So it's Patterson versus the
crew cut man.
So long range combat. Patterson has 4, and the crew cut man has 4.
Oh, actually, yeah. So I won't be able to take out 2. I didn't know he had enough in long range, because he's still got the Glock.
He's still got the Glock, yeah, spot on. So Patterson takes 4 points of damage, which maxes out his damage to 5 and sends him to the hospital.
Yep.
But in return, he dispatches the crew cut man.
4, right? How many? 4 or 5?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 4. Sorry,
so he's alive. Yeah, he's alive. He's got 5 damage, 5 health.
But the combat's only between the 2 of them, right? So it concludes anyway, I guess.
It says you can choose to combat may use martial cards. Is only one who can participate. The chosen agent. Yeah, the question is, he's still alive. Do I fight again with a chosen agent? It doesn't say, it's not red-haired man where it gets discarded, or the other dude that. So if he's still alive, he's still an adversary. Will he pick a new character to fight 1-on-1? The chosen agent is the only one who may participate in the combat. The crew cut man has. It says the martial arts, and it doesn't say anything about getting rid of him. He's still alive. He's still an adversary. That's why, yes, question is whether he would he go into combat with someone else for short range.
The question becomes, can I complete a site with an adversary still on the table? Because because personally, that's the question I have, is he can only fight one guy. But the problem is he chooses to fight the one guy. He still has close range left. So he can hit somebody for 4 if he would fight and choose one other agent. Doesn't say he goes away. By the rules text on the card, the chosen agent is the only one who might participate in the combat. It doesn't say then choose another agent to fight or whatever, right? So,
but he's still alive. So that's the question.
He's still in play. So the question, if Stephen or David Peace or anyone in chat who has the answer here, can I complete a site if there's an adversary still
alive on it
at the time that I tried to do it?
Because it doesn't, because like there's the one, what's the guy, the bald guy with the sniper that shoots somebody and then leaves. He leaves. It says you get rid of him. I think he's from the Scully or the Forset or whatever. But he's the one that says you only fight one person, then he just runs away. So this guy, since he's still alive and sitting here, it looks like he's still shooting people.
So David Peace, the card says the chosen agent is the only one who may participate in the combat. So we would stall out. We would stall out in the combat subroutine at this point, because I can't kill him, but it doesn't say anything about him being able to select another agent to engage in combat. And in fact, it specifically says the chosen agent is the only one who may engage in this combat with him. So unless the combat subroutine specifically allows for an adversary.
But that's where the question comes in, is like, would he, because he's still alive and selects another agent. That's right. Yeah, that's the question I had.
So for both of you guys, why do you think that that's the case?
Because he
is dead, which I accept.
Yeah.
But what then leads you to think that he re-enters combat with someone from the wording on his card?
Because close range would still be there. Now, granted, nobody's doing it to him. He's doing it to, but I would think that he would just pick up where he was still fighting. Oh, no, he's basically, that's the old FAC. Right. So he is currently at the. So I will put him. Yeah, it's just weird because he's still alive. It doesn't say remove. It doesn't say discard once that one agent is, because you figure one is going to either he's going to kill somebody or somebody's going to kill him. That's it. The question
I absolutely agree, Dave, that it's a very weird situation to be in.
Yeah. So he's still sitting at the site. It doesn't say to put him anywhere. So that's why that's an interesting one, because that was literally that was kind of the Hail Mary to try to do whatever I can do. But let's see, because I did that. Yeah, see that, but there's a card that actually does that. Yeah, that's the thing is there's a card that actually eliminates one person and then just leaves. That's like anything. But they actually state that on the card. That's where it's interesting. Is as long as I've used Crew Cut Man, it's always been a question of usually he dies, but he'll take somebody with him. But in the fact that he didn't die, that could he just does he just keep? It doesn't say like just only one combat. Yeah, so it's a question.
Patterson is definitely in the hospital here.
Yeah, but you have enough, don't you?
But I have. Yes, still have enough to pass the check.
If that's the case, you get to ask it. That's why this is where this was coming into play, because this was my Hail Mary to stop it, is to be able to take out one more agent. So I was going to take out your heavy hitter, at least throw him in the hospital, but then I would have taken out whoever would have been the next one, because he would have killed one of your low guys.
Yeah, that makes sense as the line of thought. To stop the play. Yeah.
And so you're asking method at this point, right?
I am, yeah, and I'm going to go with Dave. Is your method violence?
I do not know. Let me double check. Where are you? Where are you on this piece of paper? I don't know where you are. You are in here somewhere, but I don't know where. And of course, I got my tiny eyes in the bad light. Somebody can look at this without you seeing it.
I think the symbol for violence is a knife, but can chat confirm that? That's much easier to see on these things.
These are so small.
Or is it a gun? I can't remember.
Hopefully I almost. I don't know. I might have almost skipped to you. Let me see.
Best to cross.
Yes, I'm gonna cross reference off this sheet. Where did you go? All right. It is actually violent. It is violence.
Okay.
Let's see. Violence. You know, a bunch of violence. You actually have knocked out a couple. You have probably got that down to a 1. No, that's I think you're at a 50. No, you're not a 50-50. You're at a 30.
1 and 3.
1 and 3.
This is my like. It's very tempting at this point to take a S here. Because this is the point as well where it begins to get really hard to draw those sites to whittle it down anymore, right? You're down to so few.
And considering I have 2 that are sitting out here that are just ripe and ready to investigate next turn.
I'm
going the wrong direction. I'm putting it on the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, actually, you've got. I was on the wrong sheet, but yes, I think you are still down to 3, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So that works. So, but I have to actually remember that violence wasn't yours.
Oh yes, yeah.
Because I started writing on my sheet. That's why I was like, okay, so I got to go on this sheet.
It's one of the reasons why, even though I know there are several good reasons for having a sheet of what both you and your opponent have guessed, I never record my opponent's guesses, even though I probably should.
I was trying.
I have no confidence in myself to be able to manage 2 sheets.
Yeah, I was trying. Okay, that's still a chunk, man. It's funny. Even if I was to choose on yours and got a yes on that, I would be down to 3. So that's why it was weird that it was exactly the same amount. Actually, that's there was that. Okay, that's that. You got a, oh yeah, so that's right, because you didn't negate that. So actually 1, 2, 3. Actually, you're at 4, 25. If I look at that right.
I have myself at 3.
Oh, yeah, it's because I forgot. I forgot you already got my result, so it is 3. Yep.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
3.
And I'm gonna live riskily, Dave. I'm gonna live riskily.
All right, let's see what we got.
So let's spice things up.
Sure.
I'm gonna guess: is your X file the Jersey Devil?
It is not.
No. Okay. You get a retaliatory question here, Dave.
Yes, I do. Just to hang on. Let's just do my. That's what I did the same thing that I've done on other ones where it was one higher and one lower. Jersey Devil, not the Jersey Devil. Got it. Nope, it's not the Jersey Devil. And that is a method, right? You had a method question.
Yes, it was a method question. Yeah.
Well, then I will return that favor and ask: is the method violence?
The method is not violence.
Okay,
no.
so that does it. Yeah, so that does knocks them. That knocks out a bunch. So that's good. Okay, so violence, no. Violence, no. No Barnett. Oh, guess what? Guess what I got? Okay, cool. It is not violence, but I don't have that. So I don't have that. It is not violence. Oh, wow. I got you down to affiliation. Because it's not violence. Nope, I don't yet. Nope. That doesn't work that way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7, 8, 9, 10. I still got you down. I got you down to 10 though, so that helps.
No bad at all. Yeah. Okay, so all that said and done, I will send the site away to the discard pile.
All righty.
And do some discarding for debrief. How are you looking for debrief here, Dave?
I'm down to 3 cards. I threw everything I could at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that means that you're down to the 2. So you got a 50-50 shot next turn. So I got to stop yous. Oh, yes, because that one does not work because of that. So you're down to those guys. All righty. Let's see what happens here. Okay.
Just gonna quickly do some discarding. Some a bit over.
That's fair.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm discarding a Deadly Blur.
Oh, sweet.
Pass over to you. Take it away.
Okay, I'm going to draw my 1 card. That is not the one I wanted. I am going to get my resources. I get 4 resources. Because one guy's still in the hospital, not pulling his weight. Koseth gets her bonus bean. Let us do this. And okay, so I will buy. Okay, you only got 3 at the moment, so that's not 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4. I'm going to buy 4 cards.
Sure.
4. Perfect. Okay, cool.
Sorry, I should ask Dave. Is there? Are you good to pass for
Me buying and selling, or
Oh yes. I'm sorry. I thought you. Yeah, yes. Go buy some.
oh, good. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I know you were looking. I thought you were looking through a ton of cards.
Okay, right. That's how I think about what I'm doing here.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw my questions into the thing to see what I can, and okay, those are those. Let's see. I'm just trying to. Okay, let's see if I go.
Okay, I'm not going to sell any cards. I'm not going to
Okay.
buy any cards. I'm going to let you go for your turn.
Oh, look at you go! You're doing crazy stuff. I'm going to heal up. I'm going to heal up my Berkey, and Berkey's coming back out in the field.
Yeah, he's back in action.
He is back in action. He just couldn't help earlier, so. Okay, let's see. I'm just doing one quick thing is I have to figure out which direction I want to kind of go. There we go. That'll help. So, okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, hey, you shut up. Go watch something else then. Okay. I am going to play a motive site for 2 from that. And then I'm also going to use the new hosting token to see what you got to throw at me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So we've got the event card Trap.
Gotcha.
Cost 3, play on a team in the field at the start of combat, force opponent's team to make an observation 4+ skill check. If they fail, the following combat will be fought between the adversary and one agent of your choice. No other agents may participate in the combat.
Cool.
There's a Frohickey.
Gotcha.
There's a Langley.
Gotcha.
There's an Icy Cape.
Good.
There's a Franklin PA.
All right.
And then 2 more targets coming up here. We've got the Crew Cut Man.
Gotcha.
And a Deadly Blur. So Deadly Blur gets motive sites, Crew Cut Man gets method sites. One is an alien and one is a government pawn.
Gotcha. The only plus side is that you can't afford to pay for the Deadly Blur, so I'm not too worried about that. Crew Cut Man you can't play for at the moment. The trap I'm not too concerned by. But Deadly Blur seems like the worst of the bunch that I could pick. So I'm going to pick the Deadly Blur.
Okay, Deadly Blur is got the hosting ability activated on it, so yeah, good.
And because the observation, I don't think I'm really worried about the observation. I got the observation because we just did that on a site, so we're good on that. So let us do this then. I didn't play anything special, so let's see. And Cricket Man's floating around out there, but he can't afford to pay for him. All right, so let's see what we're doing here. We're going to go for broke here. I'm going to multiple sites. I am going to send these 2 off to. See, you have a Colt? Yes, you do. You can help out over there. We got 2 guys going over here to Browning. Still have these floaty things out here. I'm not too, and let's see, observation or behavioral. Observation 4, that's the 5, isn't it? I think we're going to go to, it's results, and that's the behavioral is not enough. Behavioral 3. Okay, we're going to send these guys there. And then that one's still sitting out there. So there we go. First of all, we're going to go here. To Browning.
Okay, that's nice and simple. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have. There's no blaster already attached to it. I have nothing to play on it, so you're just straight to a question, Dave.
Okay, so I'm going to ask for a motive on this one, and I'm going to ask: is your motive? Oop, actually, that is the motive. I did not look at the motive, but I was looking at before I was looking at threats. So, or not method. Sorry. Motive. Okay, hang on here. Ideology. I'm trying to do that. That is 4. Is your motive ideology?
My motive is ideology, Dave.
Uh-oh.
Got it.
Okay, so I'm going to write that down, and that's that, but that doesn't matter. Ideology. Oh, boy. Okay, that's a possible. Max out the rest of these fools. Okay, but now it's 4. if I have that number correct, and I'm not fat fingering the. That's 5. That's 6. Okay. Okay, so we are looking at that, or that. Okay, next. We have gone there. Okay, next. Hopefully I didn't do something stupid, but we'll see how it goes. We are going to try the observation here and go in here, and then, you know what? We're just going straight for it at this point, just to flip it. I don't know what it is. It's an old garbage card on my side, but what do you got?
Right, yeah. So this was the first site you played, right?
The very first site. The very far one. Yep, that's that. I don't even. You even remember what that is?
I can't. I genuinely can't remember what it is. So this is going to be a surprise to me. It was a true block. Yeah.
Huzzah! All right.
So
you would like to do
nothing
there?
I can interfere. So you're straight through to a question again.
Whew. All right. That is a result question at this point. So now the result. This one I have to do. Okay, we are going to go. Is your result, to make sure it's result, is your result physiological?
Yes, it is.
Ooh, that's still a 50-50 shot. And you are at a
50-50 as well.
shot.
This is an nail biter.
I'm going to dump this. So no CSM. All right, that is number 7. All right, 5. That was 6. That's 7. I have enough stuff in my hand to try to be in pain in your ass, so I think I'm not going to take that shot. I don't want to hand it to you on a 50-50 platter. I got this. I fought back into this fight. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, that was a big catch-up turn.
So that's still out there. These guys come back into the hole. All righty. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a total of 7, so I'm good to go.
I think I might have. Yeah, I have 7 as well. So I also get here. Okay. So investigation turn. I will draw a card. I will make some resources. 2 from friendly FBI. And
this is from my rejuvenating caves. So still got those 2 little guys coming in first.
And 3 from the team because Patterson's in the hospital at the moment. So 5 in total to 10. And do I want to buy cards? That's a question. Yes, I think I do want to buy cards. How many do I want to buy?
You have 10 RP. You've got plenty. Buy it all.
Yeah.
Buy 10 cards. Buy 10 cards. That's awesome.
I want to buy 3 cards. Is that right? Yes, it is. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Cool. Right. 3 cards have been drawn. Over to you to sell cards and buy for conspiracy.
I'm going to sell on evasive maneuvers for 4. 2, 4. That gives me a total of 7. That's what I'm sticking with.
Okay. So no, any buying cards? No. Okay.
No buying.
So healing, Patterson on 5 health heals 2, so he is down to 3 wounds.
I don't think he might not see the end of the game, depending upon how this goes.
I don't think he will. But
spend his game in the hospital.
Yeah, he's there. He's there for good. Requisition, nothing being requisitioned. Deployment, all these guys are staying in the field. Case assignment. Here's a question. Okay. We're going to play 1
site for one
site,
which is Los Angeles, California. Evidence collection 5+ or occult investigation 5+. You may ask one affiliation question or one method question. Would you like to attach any bluffs?
I would. I am going to attach these 2 bluffs.
2 bluffs.
Like I said, I'm going for broke here, bud. Going for broke.
So I'm just going to ask this because it's definitely happening one way or another, but just like the rules right on. With a Langley, I can visit the site, wait for you to choose to pay or not before I decide what my Langley is, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so we'll send the team to the site and turn it over to you for your bluff cards here.
Okay, I've got a laser barrier that I will pay 1 for.
Okay, and then do I decide card by card on
because right now, you're approaching them in the order in which I play them.
Okay, right, yep.
So I know you've got a Langley, so the question is whether or not the Langley wants to come out and play. Because the laser barrier will just make sure one of your dudes doesn't go, but I don't know who's your heavy hitter evidence collection wise anyway.
Brookman's the heavy hitter here. He's got 4.
So if he doesn't go, you don't pass.
So right? I pass, but only just.
Okay.
Oh no, actually, I don't. Actually, that's a really good point. It's a 5, and I'm thinking it's a 4 here.
Yeah.
So actually, if he doesn't go, I don't pass, like, full stop. So yeah, this kind of forces my hand. So let me just make sure that's absolutely right. But I think it is. Yeah, because Namehazard has 1, Pendrell has 3. So Brookman needs to stay in.
The evidence.
So,
gotcha.
So so we Langley for 2 to clear the laser barrier.
All right, and then we bring up.
Hold on.
What?
Sorry. Yost says Langley says force 1 bluff card attached to a site to be discarded. Oh, if there are multiple bluffs, the bluff must be chosen randomly.
Yeah, that seems little. I don't know if that would be. That doesn't seem, because then there would be no reason to place them in an order.
Oh, it actually does say this on the card right now. So force 1 bluff card attached to a site to be discarded.
Sure.
If there are several bluffs at this site.
So
I'll roll a dice and it's out of my hands, I guess.
Sure.
What I get. So
that's fine.
1, 2, 3. We'll stick with the laser barrier.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
That takes the strategy. That takes the strategy out of knowing someone has a landing. But that's either way, you're not making the site. So
I'm in the hands of the fates here. So 1 hits the laser barrier.
Okay. So that's where.
So yeah. Go to
then you would keep going, and then the conundrum comes out for 3. For 2, I negate an evidence collection card.
So so that just sends it packing straight away.
Well, and that's why I wanted you to burn the Langley. So that's why I put that's the weirdest part about that, is because especially if you stack up, like, you can bluff existing sites. So if you put new ones, that Langley is weird if it's a random. That seems weird.
Thanks for the
yeah, no, thanks for the clarification, though. But yeah, it's just
I had not read the card, which did indeed explain the card in this instance. So
well, it's the first time the card actually helps when you read it. So
the LA is off to the discard pile, and I need to discard 2 cards.
Yeah, it was a doer. That's why I was like, I had since I picked up, I've had the conundrum for like 5 turns. You just didn't play an evidence collection card, and then since I knew you had the Langley, I'm like, okay, well, laser barrier looks bad. Evidence collection removal is just bad. It's like just removes the card from play.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, just doing my end of turn discarding here.
I also have a dog that's making noise. So hang on. Get out of here.
Sure.
Go. Run off to the hills. Get out of here. I don't care where you go. I'm going to go. Throw everybody off. Go with my new hat. There we go. Oh, no, I can't do that. This won't fit on my new hat.
Yes.
Oh, no. That's not going to work. Boo! Boo on you, old new hat. There you go.
I am going to go ahead and discard Trap and Operation Falcon Blue Berets here, Dave.
Okay. I like those guys. Those guys are nice. I had beers with those guys once. They seem pretty cool. when they're not like killing people just like crazy, just for the sake of the government. But that's all right. It's small things. Okay.
And I am going to pass the turn to you.
All
Take it away.
right. I get to draw a card. Look at me go. Oh, I'm almost done with my deck though. That's not good. I do get all 5. So let's see. 2, 4, 5. So I got five beads. All right. Okay. We are going to do this. I am going to buy I'm buying 3 cards.
And I am going to sell a Franklin for 2, an Icy Cape for 2, and a Frohickey for 3 for 7. And I'm going to buy. Remind me again, what happens in X-Files if your deck runs out? You shuffle and you shuffle.
It's just reshuffle. It's not a mill. Yeah, I've never. I think I've only had it happen once. But
yeah, I'm getting
really
close. I think I've never had it happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to about 20. So let's see. Yeah, actually, let's see. Let's draw. I'm actually looking at my little book, my tiny little book with tiny little words.
So I think I'm good for the moment. So I will spend 3 on cards. So down to 7, draw 3. And pass to you for the rest of your turn.
Sure. All right. So let's see what I can do. Oh, okay. Well. Okay. Well, I did not draw one out of a draw. That is a result site, so that's not helping me a lot. Okay. The question is, do I slow roll this to keep going? Well, that's fine. It would allow me, but that's the last minute. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
It gets a bit brain melty this stage of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, because let's see. So I've got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would have to discard 1 regardless of what I did. Because even if I ask and I'm wrong, see, the problem is that's going to be something I don't want to do until I need to do it. Strange as it may sound, I will do nothing this turn.
Sure. Yeah, I
need to leave that guy because it's a result side. I've already got a result. So if I've already got a result, the only thing that's good for me is taking the 50-50 and giving you the same shot that I didn't want to give you before when guessing 50-50. I want to be able to negate one of these bad boys.
And how's your hands?
It's currently at 8, so I do have to dump one.
Sure. It's exactly 7, so just avoid having to discard.
So those will do that. I will. I kind of like that one. Hang on, I gotta check one thing before I decide to dump. Sure. Good. That's the one I'm going to dump. Okay, I'm dumping my. This is not happening. Whoops, where'd he go? This is not happening. It's getting dumped.
Yeah, sure.
So that means 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm at 7 now.
Okay. So I will draw a card for my turn.
Right.
It's the last card in my deck. How exciting!
Well, maybe we should check to see what happens. Because what happens if you have to buy cards?
Yeah, I think I'm about to have to shuffle for the first time ever playing this game.
I think you shuffle. I've never run. I think I've run out once. I don't think I've ever multiplayer changes. I don't care about that stupid stuff.
David P says you just shuffle and start over.
I could have sworn you just shuffled this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says The debriefing phase, final phase, each player's turn. Players may now discard after discarding cards. Your hand must be so. Yeah, hang on. Let's see. That would be the first round. Then that would be the briefing phase. At the beginning, blah blah blah. Cards from the. He may not purchase some and choose to purchase one later. That's all. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about it. To be honest, I don't think it does. But it never says anything about if somebody runs out of cards, they don't. I think you just get them back and just reshuffle. That's. I think I've only played with the speed deck once and it didn't run out.
But Patterson's still in hospital for me, so I do get 2 from friend in the FBI, but only 3 from the team, so it's just 5. And
since your turn's starting, Rejuvenating Caves will dump that too, so I can remember that because that's at the beginning of your turn. Yeah, it's funny because I swear I probably have forgotten once or twice. So if anyone's watching this later, you can tell me because I still have 2 left, and I played that how early in the game. So, so that's only 5 turns. So I guarantee that we've gone that round. Ah, that's what I need. I'm
gonna go ahead and pay 3. I'll draw 3 cards after every shuffle.
All right, sounds like a plan. Okay, while you're doing that, I will then sell some stuff. I am going to sell a Dr. Blockhead for 2, a shotgun for 6, for a total of 8.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Jace. That's very useful. Perfect.
6, 8 total. And how many cards do I want to buy? I want to buy 14. I got 14 total. So let's go with 4. Go with 4 more cards because we are coming down to the wire.
And 3 for me here.
Oh, look at that. That would have helped. That one card would have been so helpful really earlier. Stupid hospital crash card. It comes out like the final 4 cards.
Yes.
Literally, 4 cards left in my deck as well. There you go, 4 cards left.
Okay.
Hell, I'm glad we didn't start this at 1 o'clock. I'd be up to. I'd be running away. All right.
Okay, so you've drawn your cards for healing. Patterson inching closer to maybe returning at some point.
Curse him for having 5 health.
No requisition to be done. Everyone's staying in the field. Case assignment. I will pay 2 and play Fairfield Zoo. So this is observation 4+. You can ask 1 motive question.
And that actually would answer your question, wouldn't it? So
I should say.
I'm going to fight that to my dying breath here. There's 1. And here is, should I do this now? Hello. Oh, I get water? Or are you giving me nuts? There you go. Oh, you give me some stuff. Well, thank you. Almost done. Well, I think. Yeah, this has been hard fought the entire time.
It really has.
All right, because I'm going to do that. I'm Hail Mary time. I cannot let you see this.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Well, the team's going to go in for a look. What do we have?
First of all, we've got ourselves a bureaucracy check with Detective Thompson for 2. Right, it says it's changing, and I don't think you have bureaucracy at all. Those guys don't know anything about paperwork.
check would absolutely just end things here. So I'm going to pay 2. We'll go for a Langley. 1, 2, 3. It gets the bureaucracy check. 4, 5, 6 face down.
I can't see.
Did you guys see? Hold on. I'm going to pull my mat down because I don't want you to think that I'm just saying.
I'll trust whatever. Yeah, 2.
It's
all right,
2.
So it's the first one, right?
So we get the first one, but I have a bad feeling about the second one here from what you're saying, Dave. Yeah. Well played.
I was like, once again, I had to play that game with Langley again. I just happen to have those 2 in my head. Oh man! All right, anything else you got?
No. So Fairfield 2 goes to the discard pile, and I am over on card count. So bear with me just a second.
Not a problem. Go ahead. I got 7, so I'm good to go for the next round. Actually, I got to see if this card works online. It's not called survival, it's called defense.
So I'm going to discard Franklin and Newark just because they're sadly questions that I already have the answer
to.
Yeah. So that is me down to hand size. So pass over to you, Dave. Take us away for your investigator's turn.
Oh man, that's okay. Hey, do we have this? I don't know why I would ever have this card in this deck. This seems like a stupid card for me. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it will work, and if it does, I do have it. Holy cow! I forgot about it. Oh, I forgot about him. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep that anyway. So okay, I draw my 1 to get the start. Yeah. Oh, is that what I needed? Oh, it might be. Oh no! Well, that's the 1. Okay, they're gonna get their 5. 2, 4, 5. All right, crossing fingers. Okay, do I want to buy any more cards? I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this might be the end. So I need to buy cards. I think I will keep that. Let's see. Hang on, I got to read what that one does just before. This one, it's a block of text. I'll just tell you that. And like I said, okay, do that.
Yeah, 4-way. This is like a real nail biter. This is like right down to the wire.
Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, we're gonna see if that one works. But so I'm not gonna buy any cards on that because I might be able to use something. I need to. We're buying 1 card. 1 card. There it is. Okay. All right. Now it's your turn. I'll end for 1 card. But it's
okay. Selling.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna sell 2 fast strikes for 8.
Okay. There's 8 for you. I can keep him.
And I will spend 3 on cards. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, let's see how this first works here before I do anything else. All right. So you've got your 3 cards. So I'm going to play that. I'm going to do this. Okay. Let's see if this works. I am playing Surfing the Net.
Okay. Remind me what this one does again.
This is the wall of text. It says, have a team make a skill 4 check of a computer check. Skill 4 of computer 4. If successful, draw 3 cards from your chosen opponent's bureau and choose 1 to place in your bureau section this phase, or face down. Place the other 2 cards back on top of your opponent's bureau deck in any order. You may use the chosen card when appropriate, but you must pay the cost. Return the card to the owner discard pile after it's been played, and leave this card in play on top of it to say that it's there.
Okay, sure. And how much does it cost to play there, Dave?
2.
2. Okay.
And I've not done it yet, but I'll spend my 2. Unless you have an alien investigation in there or an alien, yeah.
No, yeah, you're all good. So you're going to see surfing the net in action here. So it's the top 3 cards.
Yeah, top 3 cards of your deck. I get to pick one to put face down on my side. The other 2 will go in my chosen order on top of your deck.
On top, okay.
Yeah.
So we've got a Nurse Owens, a friend in the FBI,
both garbage for me.
and a Sandman.
Wow. Yeah, the Nurse Owens doesn't really help me at this point. Friend in the FBI does not help me either. The Sandman does not help me either. But what's the one that stops you from the most? I'm going to take your Sandman, put a friend in the FBI on top, and put Nurse Owens underneath it. So I've got an invisible Sandman over here.
Cool. I'll leave him up here just to remind us.
He gets to be discarded if I don't do anything. If you really, really want to, you can just discard him because I can't use him this turn. He gets discarded. So he just gets discarded. So it makes it easier. It makes it easier. So that's 2. I spent that 2 to do that. I will then put out Minneapolis, Minnesota, Land of File Fest, for 1. I will play that in there for that. That is a medical or criminal investigation. Doesn't help this little fool. And it's in a method or result site. And it is medical 5 or criminal investigation 5. Oh, I thought we lost you for a second there.
Sorry, no, I am lost in thought here for a second, just trying to work out what.
You have so many resources or so many conspiracy points right now. Let's see how this works.
Okay, I'm going to put 1 face down bluff on that side.
Okay, so there's a face down bluff on that side. We are going to, we will go medical, and medical is there. Behavioral, that's right. They do it on their own, don't they? It's a behavioral 4. Okay, we're going to do this. This is the no guts, no glory. She's going. They're going over there. I am going to look at that though. I'm going to use Scully's to look at it.
Sure. Yeah.
Rules over here. So might as well at this point. So I don't know what it is, but let's see what it is. That's an injured relative, huh?
Yep.
Okay, I will leave the injured relatives there, but I'm still going to the site.
Okay, sure. So
this one's the first one. This one, of course, is just gravy if I can make this work.
Again, I can't remember what the thing that I have attached to that site is.
I have absolutely no idea. I don't think I looked at it, so I have absolutely no idea.
So, can you tell me, Dave, or someone in chat, if you've revealed this with Scully, it stays face up? So do I pay full?
Oh no.
Price?
For me, it's still. I just peek at it. You still pay. You still pay 4 for it if you would like to use it.
Gotcha.
I'm just peek. I'm using my observation skills apparently to look at your under the thing. So it's kind of like just looking at it. Yeah, it goes face down. Yeah.
Cool.
So
okay.
Yeah, so you still would be able to use 4 to pay for it versus face up.
So I think it makes sense. This is a medical site that you're attempting here, right, Dave?
Yep. Medical.
Okay.
It'll be fitting if you can make me go away with that.
1, 2, 3, 4. And try to send Scully to the hospital.
Well, Scully's got a friend. She's got a friend in Langley. And Langley's going to go ahead and say, nay, I say. I'm going to try to do that. There we go. All right.
Can I do anything else here to stop?
We got a whole bunch of CP. You can do it.
What's the question type on the site, Dave?
Medical 5, a method or result.
And what question does your other site give you again?
Behavioral 4, it's result only.
What one that you've got the answer to already, isn't it? That one. Yeah.
It's just great gravy if I can guess yes on this, or well, if I guess yes on this, I can do it. If you stop me, I still get to go to the other site. So I've been hedging my bets.
Okay. I am going to pay 5 for a face-up injured relative.
Face-up injured relative. All right. Let's see how this works. That's why she just goes there if she does.
Yeah, it's just goes to the hospital undamaged.
You had 2 of those, huh?
Yeah, and I was really worried about the possibility of a double Langley.
No double Langley. She's going to go to the hospital, hang out there. We cannot cover the cost of this place.
Okay.
Let's see if in case I had anything magic, I do not. That site goes away. Well, they're going to go over there. They're going to ask a question they know the answer to, but I'm actually not going to give you any sort of guess. So let's go. Let's go. What are you going to do? What's over there?
Well, yeah, I genuinely cannot remember at all what this is or whether I can pay for it. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. It's not useful here. In fact, it's not useful to the extent that I'm not going to pay for that. So,
that's fair.
Yeah, that is off to the discard pile.
Oh.
So, Dave, is this you basically taking the 50-50 essentially here?
No, I played too hard for me to. I'm going to go and ask: is the result physiological?
Which you already know the answer to.
I do.
It is indeed physiological. Yes. Yeah.
I will not take my guess because I am not going to lose because you get a 50-50 No, shut up, you. Shut up in the peanut gallery. This is where defense comes in play because that's what I've got, and that is the end of my turn. I have 6 cards. I do not have to discard now. So
I also have 6 cards, so also safe on discarding here. I will start my turn by drawing a card.
Alrighty.
I create resource points. So friend of the FBI gives me 2 and goes to discard.
Speaking of rejuvenating caves for me.
And that
goes away.
Weirdly, I also drew another friend of the FBI.
Well, I wonder why. I saw that in a Nurse Owens that you're going to burn for stuff later.
Run that.
I wonder where I saw those. That was an expensive round, though. That was an expensive round.
Create 3 from my team here. 1, 2, 3.
A well-fought match on both sides, I'll have to say.
It's certainly not been without effort, has it? Yeah. I am going to pay 2 to draw 2 cards here.
Okay, awesome. And I've already got my resources from that. I don't think I'm going to need a hospital crash cart, so I'm going to sell for 4 on the hospital crash cart. And I get a bunch of beans. Put that over there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12. So I got 12 in that pile.
Yes. It's like thing of like the last couple of questions are just absolutely clutch.
I'm buying 2, and I'm buying the last 2 cards in my deck. I don't have to do anything until next turn. So here's the thing: is I can't do anything else, and if you played a Surfing the Net, I should probably be ready for you.
Yeah.
Might as well prepare and get my deck shuffled now. It's so weird because I forgot this one doesn't have One Breath in it, doesn't have Nurse Owens, doesn't have. It's just I tried to kind of, some of them were shotguns are a gimme. Those are gimme because those aren't ultra rares. So I tried to. This one's only got 1 X in it. So as you saw the one. So
yes, and he's back. He's back there somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, he's back in there. But it's okay. It's usually I have 2 of them.
Healing.
Your buddy comes back.
Actually comes back. Yeah.
I didn't think he'd make it back.
He's just back in the field. Yeah. I did not think we would see Patterson's return here. That's for sure.
Hey, just out of curiosity, have we ever come to that consensus about witnesses that are floating around? Like I know that when things are played, it's only for me, right? I could have sworn we did that with Kevin Morris or whatever. It's not for anybody. It's just for yourself. Like for me, if sciences or observation were played, it's just me, right?
I believe that's what the guys.
I thought so. I thought so too. Yeah, that's why. I've always defaulted to that.
Someone can tell us in the chat here.
Well, so definitely people got their money's worth on this because it was free.
Okay, so yeah, everyone's in the field.
Okay.
Sites. I'm going to pay 2 for an Olympic National Forest. So this is evidence collection 4+. You may ask 1 result question. I do know your result already, I believe.
So it'll be, you would have a 50-50 shot. So the question is, that's still, I'm still going to fight my hardest to make sure you can't get there, but we'll see how it goes.
Would you like to bluff the site, Dave?
Well, considering we both reshuffled, and that's I'm sorry, what was the site's a little blurred. What's the question and the you said result, but it's
sure, yeah. So it's evidence collection 4+, and result question. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, and once again, I have to go back to the little selector to find out what I'm dealing with here. Where you are. Boop. There we go. Evidence collection. Okay. And it's a result. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Result.
That's not bad, but let's see if I can do this. Can I do? Oh, yeah, it's. But once again, that it's just stopping at this point. Okay. Okay, and you got 3, so you're not really dealing with a whole bunch of good stuff.
Yeah, my funds are limited here.
Oh God, yeah, this is. I'm trying to. I don't think this. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Oh yeah, that's a weird one. I got this is going to be the, all right, we're going to do, okay. And that is, you said, yeah, that's going to be the weird one here. The question is do I go this way? Because I don't think, I'm just trying to, I've got a combination of cards that I could possibly play, but I'm trying to, because you're going to ask the question if I don't do this, so I need to see what I can do. Will that work to get that to work? And it may be moot. Okay. I'm going to do this. Let's take, I got to read that wall of text again. Okay. Evidence collection, huh?
Evidence collection and a result question.
The question is whether or not I can manage to, this is not what I want. I have some cards to play. The question is whether or not I got to see if the order in which I play them is actually, to be honest, I probably will just play them.
See, I suppose
face up.
Yeah, is
no,
like a face. Okay, so no face down cards, right?
No face down cards.
Cool. So yep, the whole team is gonna make a journey there, and we'll see what is coming our way.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, and that's okay. We're going to play a laser barrier at face value to say that Patterson cannot contribute his long range combat.
Okay.
Because it's agents. Not contributing from agents. Well, actually, Skills, yeah, that's a skill. Long range skill, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's
so
there.
And Blazenberger actually says, is it that he can't contribute?
Yes,
any
that's
skill?
no, just the one I say. Yeah.
Okay.
So play to prevent the one agent assigned to the site from contributing the agent's skills to one skill check of my choice. So
yeah,
check.
I firmly believe that that long range is a skill for sure.
Okay,
it is.
It's me trying to grasp it. It's a grasp. So okay, I will pay for that, and I paid that 2 to get that to work. So there's 2. There's 2 there. I paid. I think I paid that already.
I think you paid for that.
Yes, I did, because otherwise my math wouldn't work for what I did.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so no long range for Patterson. That's just going to hang out over there, so I remember that. All right. But here, okay, I do have one question. You can play face-up bluffs as like events later on in the round, right?
That's a really good question.
We've had that.
Maybe one of the guys can tell us in chat.
I think that card because right now this is not the only point I could play a bluff, because we've done that before when we played bluffs after we visited sites and stuff like that, because it's still the site investigation phase. That's what I'm wondering. Because that's
because the activators on bluffs, I think, are conspiracy and site, which makes me think that as long as you're at a site and it's you're a conspiracy player, you're okay to play them later. But
but you just play them face up, because the face down is the only during the bluff, during the investigation phase, like prior to going out to the site.
David Peace says, you can play them later on. So let's go with that. Yeah, go for it.
And I thought that was the case. I don't do it often. Like, I don't often play bluffs face up if I can avoid it. But sometimes, like right now.
No, totally.
Okay.
But so I have a feeling something is coming my way before another bluff here.
There is. And that is the Sandman's going to fight you.
Okay.
So that's why the LRC is gone. Now, so here's the question. You can't contribute, but he has the highest LRC, right?
Yes, so I believe that Sandman would still copy Patterson's LRC.
Yes. It says, he has the long-range combat and close-range combat equal to the highest combat rating on the opposing team, including modifiers, +1. It says the Sandman may use subterfuge cards, which I'm not. But I will pay the 4 for him.
So I am going to. This feels a bit weird, but I think it's the best I can try here.
Okay. Well, no, we're trying some weird stuff to make things happen. Whatever happens on this one.
I'll pay 2, Dave, for a combat card, Ambush. Play this card on any combatant with a subterfuge skill of one or more that is capable of using subterfuge cards.
Got it.
The opposing side's long-range combat attack is negated this round. So Patterson actually has 1 point of subterfuge.
Oh, cool. All right.
So
he just doesn't contribute to the long run, but I'm going to try to kill somebody. So I'm going to kill somebody. I just negate it. Do you have enough? Do you have 5 or more to kill him with the remaining guys? If you do, it's a moot.
1, 3, 4, 5. I actually have 7. So he'll.
Hey, look at that. Yeah. So so you got me with that no matter what. So it doesn't really help. So like I said, that was a Hail Mary at this point. Those are gone. I have 1. Yeah, that's not going to help. I'm not going to play that. Do I have anything else I could do? I do not. Now you get to ask a question you already know the answer to and take a 50-50 shot and see what's coin flip the end of this thing. That's it.
I'm fixing. I'm going to very quickly talk through why I'm taking the shot. And obviously you're not, and I think it's correct for you not to. I'm taking the shot because I think that Dave's deck has a better chance as time goes on of successfully stonewalling me from investigating any site than mine does of stonewalling his team. So maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong about that. But in my
Hey,
head,
right now, if we get it to a 50-50 at this point, I give it to either one of us, because we basically threw down for like 3.5 hours.
are you not entertained? Yeah. So that for anyone who's wondering, like, why take the risk, why take the shot, it's solely just because I think that Dave's deck has a little bit of a better chance if the game just keeps dragging on and on and on of closing down my investigations more than I do of shutting down his. So I'm going to go for this here. So we already know the result question for you.
So you want to ask it again anyway?
Is the result death, Dave?
It is. It is
Hey,
that. All right.
So I'm 50-50 between Manitou and... Oh, I think... Can you say something, Dave?
Yeah. What's up? Hello.
I thought my headphones had died. We've been going for so long that they had died. They're still on. Still on. I'm 50-50 between these two options, between Brother Martin and the Manitou. I am going to ask, is your X-File Brother Martin?
That is! It was a 50-50
Is it?
shot. Come on. Yay! Brother Martin. Yay!
Oh, wow.
Alastair, do you need to take a break there for a minute? Because you look exhausted.
Both of us do, right?
Get water.
Naval sleep tonight, yeah.
That was an incredible game, gentlemen. A lot of great tit for tat, I guess would be the word, just going back and forth and negating. And Mike there, well, I agree. Well done. And an exciting game too. A lot of times when I play a game and it lasts a long time, it's simply because I'm sitting there just racking my brain over what I'm going to discard. It's a lot of dead time, but you guys just kept the excitement going. That was a lot of fun. A lot of great combat too.
Yeah, I was surprised
with
by that. Yeah.
Patterson all loaded up there. He was like a little Rambo there with all of his stuff. So that was a lot of fun. Yes, Yost says confetti. So congratulations.
Props, Dave. Your deck had a lot of cards that we don't see often as well, and I think that just made for a really interesting game. With, things on both sides of the table that were maybe a bit different from normal, and that wound up being extremely evenly matched as well. So
we got a couple of good answers out of the gate. I'm like, oh no, I can't. And then of course the cards I have out there are answering questions I already have answers to, and I'm not. Because that would have been. You would have won, or I would have guessed, and then it was like you would have been, and then I would have just I would have hammered, sold everything I had to go to a site next turn. So
that turn where you got 2 sites in one, and you had that massive like swing back where you crossed off like a dozen options or something was very, very scary.
I had a bunch of that last turn. I had a bunch of not combat cards. I had 2 adversaries, but they weren't working for me because they weren't. I had Deadly Blur and Red Haired Band, but you didn't go there. What I was trying to do on that last one was I was trying to figure out if there's a way I could kill someone and then you couldn't pass the observation check. You were higher on evidence or a criminal, or because it was evidence, right? Yes, it was evidence. Yeah. So it was evidence check. So your evidence was 11. So I was trying to basically take Patterson out of the fight somebody with, if you didn't have the ambush card, I could have knocked out, because your observation is at 7. I could have knocked out 1, possibly 2, if Patterson wasn't fighting, and then I would have tried to throw this out there to try to change you to observation. That was my Hail Mary. It was my Hail Mary. I was like, okay, can I get somebody away from the site? Because me just throwing down the observation wasn't gonna cut it. I had to kill somebody. Yeah,
and I definitely would have absolutely laughed if anyone had told me that a combat card was going to be what
the combat card was pivotal in the game. That's not something you see every day, but there's still a little bit of tension in the air. If you'd survived one more round, Dave, what would your guess have been?
Well,
for Alastair's
I would have also asked one more question, or attempted to, because if he had asked me, like, if he would have gotten a no answer on that, I would have asked a question.
Mhm.
Because
So
it's just
to be sure
to eliminate. Yeah. So more than just asking is yes or no. It's like, it's more, and also to verify that I was an idiot and shuffled things wrong. But yeah, you were down to Ancestor Spirits and Michael Holvey for me. If I got down to it, I would have asked one of the two. I wouldn't have gone for it because, once again, I could have. Well, I could have. Ancestor Spirits.
I was Michael Holvey.
Yeah. So
Michael
it's like,
Holvey.
so, and that's where even with the 50-50 shot, it's like, okay, so if I would have taken that early, you would have had what you needed, and you would just would have answered the question there anyway. So I don't want to give you any ammunition. I've been behind in games, I've been ahead in games, and defense will win a lot of times over just random guessing. So it's like, I'd rather sit and wait. But yeah, you were perfectly right on that, because I would have, at that point, I probably would have too, because you'd already seen the entire deck, and the deck had already gotten in your way multiple times because you got quick. Yeah.
I absolutely agree. I think your reasoning on that line of play of like just making absolutely sure before you went was totally right. And I feared your reshuffle big time when you hit the bottom of the deck and you reshuffled. I was like, this is really bad news for me. Like I cannot survive like just stringing this along.
That was the emotive sites. Oh, I would have been able to sell a bunch of junk.
You guys both make really good points. I mean, when you get this far into the game, you cannot give any kind of advantage to your opponent, even if they have, like 6 possible guesses or 5 possible guesses.
You get 6, and then also you get that one that knocks it down to 4. I'm like, just because you guessed. So it's I try, but you had that was a perfect way of putting that, was that because of the way this was built, I could have tried to get in your way as much as possible, and that would have been problematic because
a very strategic decision on your part, Alastair, and it paid off. Almost a great chess move.
Gentlemen, my headphones did indeed die there, so I missed a little bit of our conversation. My apologies if I.
Oh no. I was rambling on. Yeah.
We were just I was agreeing with both of your points that as far as Dave not taking any guesses or any chances to give you an advantage, and conversely, I was complimenting you on your strategic decision to just go for it rather than try to go back against Dave's refreshed Bureau deck. A good chess move there.
We had a chance to play taking chances. That was
what would have been the next couple of cards you probably would have pulled?
Well, no, I get to just search my deck and put it into my hand. I could show your opponent and then shuffle it. So I could have picked an adversary that would have just been right for the site. I like this one for Dark Angel because I don't have Dark Angel in this deck though, but for my number 1 deck, I've got that in Dark Angel, and also Die Hand Diverlets, which allows you to go and just go get it and play it wherever you want to play it, which is helpful. I think that's
so. Anyone watching and taking notes, do not choose deck 1.
No, actually, to be honest, deck 2 is the dangerous one, and that's because that's the speed deck. So that's the one. Ask Steven about that one. That one actually was the one. I investigated 4 sites in the first turn.
Wow.
And it does, but like I said, it's glass cannon. It works when it works. But it's not something that I like to play a lot. It was just when Steven and I were going through the 97 decks. That's why we were deciding. It's like, okay, let's go. The one was the one that was stacked. That one basically has doubles of most ultra rares, and I burn Nurse Owens like she's water. I one breath all the time. Yeah, it's like that's the deck that got decent results in tournaments. That other one, that speed deck, did well too, but it always feels a little dirty.
It doesn't feel good,
No, and that's why it's like it has 2 deep throats in it. It's got the 2 X's. It's got all the speed it needs. It really has nothing for counters, but it's a war of attrition. If you can investigate 4 sites in a turn, everything's a 4. So everything's a 4. Everything's a mono site. Nothing's a double. Yeah, because it's just like you want. and it's split up, and it's just split up against everybody who has got four skill checks. So you skill check, and it's like it works out fairly well, but it's one of those ones I don't play a lot. It's
definitely one you want to save for like a major competition, not for friendly game
even
with
that
your
is
friends.
like, to be honest, I've always had more fun with friendly games than I've ever had in tournaments. Tournaments always seem. I've played tournaments in a lot of different games. Now I played Magic, and I hated tournament Magic. But yeah, it's like I don't like tournaments because a lot of that fun and the fact is we're sitting here laughing about the fact is it came down to the wire, and we're like, in tournament games you'd be angry and leaving and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't like that. I like having fun.
You're not going to see a good 3-hour game like this one was.
Sure. I have seen some. I mean, but it's just I give me a game where I like playing versus someone's just sticking it to me with like, I found this exploit, I'm going to use it. So I mean, that's why even in these games, like a lot of the games we played recently, I have a tendency of if I had 2 deep throats, I usually take one out, or people have seen me burn them, because sometimes like in this game, deep throat would have been a killer. If I had deep throat in here and I got through it once, well, hell, if I had him in here twice, he would have gone in and he could ask questions, and there's no negative to asking him. And I had enough resources at any given time. But yeah, it's something I don't. Back in the day, I used to use it a lot, but I don't do it as much anymore. So I like playing. I like having fun. If I lose, I lose. I don't care. But it's just like I wanna. That was a good match. I liked it. And congratulations. It was definitely a down to the wire, and it took a long time to finish. So
a hard-fought victory, but
one you
can celebrate. That was that was a great game.
Yeah, right back at you, Dave. That was anyone's game. Really, really good fun game. And thank you so much for accepting.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's awesome.
Like almost no notice, and thank you, David, for hosting us at almost no notice. And we did a great job of working across 3 different time zones to make it happen today. So thanks very much, guys.
Oh well, thank you for letting me host. It was a pleasure. I'm glad we got to be here. And if we're through with analysis, in the interest of fair and equal time to both of my guests,
that's fine.
Alastair had a moment to talk about his project, Demon, the digital card game that's out on Steam.
Oh, so he gets more now. I see how that goes. That works.
No, equal time, Dave.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have like 45 minutes to kill. No,
because I want you to be able to talk about your podcast. Which
I don't want to talk about my podcast. Nobody talks. It's like Fight Club. Nobody likes to talk about Fight Club.
Come on now, Anonymous Tabletop.
Yes, it's Anonymous Tabletop. We're a podcast with basically started long time ago. I was in on a podcast called Screaming Heretic. It's a buddy of mine had it in his basement. From its ashes, Anonymous Tabletop was born. He moved out of state, so fortunately went through a little bit of a divorce. So all of his stuff came to me because he didn't want to give it to his ex-wife. So I got all the recording stuff, and he says, "Well, guys can just pick it up and go from there." This is what we did. So 62 episodes later, and here we are, a bunch of idiots talking on a microphone, usually drinking way too much and talking about really, really questionable stuff. We start with board games and card games and stuff like that, but most of my idiot friends don't play. So it's mostly me just trying to wrangle everybody into, it's like herding cats. That's what my podcast is. So, and
if you ever need to change the game or change the name of your website, Herding Cats is it?
Yeah. See, now if you look at that, I've been very bad at updating. I've updated the Facebook page much more than I've done with this. So the 60 was the last one we had on the page. Just this last fall has been a little bit questionable. It's I haven't had as much opportunity to keep this thing up to date, and so the Facebook page is where usually everything is. So, but yeah, it's fun when I'm not aggravated at everybody for making my life miserable. We record for about 3 to 4 hours, and I have to try to make something out of that. It's if anyone, as long as you're not offended by things, you're fine. We're idiots and we say some stupid things, but look at us with our 266 likes and follows. I don't really even try to get people to do anything with this, but yeah, that's my idiot stuff. And as you see, that's just 62 is the last one we did. It was our Halloween episode. The fall gets very weird. So that was me saying Mickey Mouse came out of into public domain, or at least Steamboat Willie, and somebody already makes a movie about it.
That didn't take long, did it?
No, they've already. It's already. They were already making it. And actually, I just watched that the other day, and I talk about this stuff all the time on the podcast. But Evil Dead Rise, I thought was pretty good. And then my just stupid stuff that I post. I post most stuff. My friends are idiots, so they don't post anything. That's usually all me.
Wow. Well, your friends, I'm sure, appreciate your shout out there.
Oh yeah, no. They won't listen to this. They don't listen to my podcast, so they don't know this stuff exists. I tell them that I play this, and they're like, "Yeah, whatever. I'll pay attention to it." I guess no. They do not pay attention to anything. That's why the podcast is the way the podcast is. It is a chaotic idiot fest. That's what it is. So if anyone wants to listen to a chaotic idiot fest for about 3 to 4 hours, once or twice every 2 months, there you go. That's our podcast in a nutshell.
Okay. Well, I did put a link to the website in the description, but I'll after we're done here, I'll grab the link for the Facebook site, since that's the more updated location.
Sure.
And you'll also find the link to Alastair's project, the Demons digital card game there as well, and definitely follow the link to his Discord and get involved, get into it. And they love the feedback, and we look forward to the full version of that coming out soon-ish. Well,
soon-ish.
Like you said,
we're going to hold them to that. We're going to hold them to October. So there you go. By Halloween. You heard it here first, folks. October.
No, don't make me mute you, Dave. Don't make me.
Like I said, idiots with microphones. Idiots with microphones.
But, we're definitely looking forward to that. Anything else you gentlemen would like to talk about? Otherwise, I'm going to give my usual shout outs to the friends of the channel.
Yeah,
I'm all good.
We're good.
You're good. All right. Well, as you've seen in the comments, and I included it in the news crawl at the bottom there. If you're watching today, January 6th, 2024, you got an exciting, great game Saturday morning, and now there's another one coming later today, Saturday evening, on on the Alien Investigations channel with Steven. He is playing against Guillaume. You've seen those guys on my channel. You've seen them on Alien Investigations channel. They play a really great game. I don't know what you're pointing at there, but
I wonder if he'll be playing tonight.
Oh, it's a safe bet that Detective Manners will be making an appearance, and likely even Kevin Morris, my buddy, the Kevin Morris Mafia.
I don't know why you hate that child so much. Stop hating children. They're very nice little children.
I have to. Somebody's got to say it. Somebody's got to be there to defend against that kind of thing. But anyway, yeah. So Alien Investigations. If you're looking for an X-Files CCG doubleheader, definitely tune into that channel later on today. Or tomorrow morning, if you're Alastair or anyone there, Yost, or any of our other friends there in the other hemisphere. Other than that, thanks again for a great game. I appreciate you letting me host this. It's been a lot of fun to watch, and everybody, thanks for tuning in. Please, if you enjoyed this game, like the video, subscribe to Studio Sequim for more games like this, along with other games like Alastair and I are going to play some Star Trek here, I think, pretty soon. And we'll also see 24, the card game. Yes, the TV show is the TV show was actually made into a card game, and I've got a couple people who are pretty excited about that. So we will get some gameplay there.
If it takes 24 hours to play, I'm out.
No, it's not. It's not true to the real clock. There, it actually goes pretty quick. A couple of times we've been playing offline just to kind of get our skills together, and you can actually fit like 2 games into
24-hour period. Good. That's nice. That's good.
well, two more like 2 in about an hour. So it
Oh,
goes
wow.
pretty quick. Yeah, it's pretty quick. A small deck, 24 cards. You just have to get 24 points, and
24 cards. That's thematic.
It's on point, but it's a little funny because when you have an agent out there, you've got Jack Bauer out there, and he gets taken out because of combat or some kind of skill or something.
His daughter running around through the woods. Trying to fight a cougar.
There's the mountain lion reference. Yeah, that's if Mike Perrine, if you're watching, he'll enjoy that one. He was hoping for a bear trap card too, but it does not exist. But the funny thing about that, having that short deck, and the same as the X-Files, once your draw pile runs out, you just reshuffle and keep going. If an agent gets killed in the line of duty, they go to the discard pile, but 2 or 3 turns later, hey, they're alive again. So it's also true to the television show. People have died
come
on
back
the
from the
show
dead,
and come back next season as the villain. So anyway, it's a fun game. It's kind of a quick one. So, but if you enjoyed the show, it's kind of fun to just kind of immerse yourself in that. And another big one coming up on Studio Sequim is Battlestar Galactica CCG, which I'm looking forward to. That's a lot of fun. Not unlike Alastair, not unlike the Star Trek card game where you're doing card flips to get numbers and that sort of thing. So it's kind of fun that way, and I really enjoyed the show. So it's fun to play with the characters and do that sort of thing. But look forward to that on Studio Sequim as well. One last time, gentlemen, thank you very much for letting me host this game. It was a fun game to watch, and I encourage people to just subscribe to see more of that action.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, enjoy the well, Dave, it's late enough. You can switch from coffee and to a more.
Hey, I gotta be sophisticated tonight. I'm drinking wine. I'm at a wine party tonight. I don't know how that happened. Who invites me to a wine party?
Look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I know. I gotta dress like fancy. I'm gonna wear a tux. Just kidding. I'm not wearing a tux.
Okay. I was gonna say I want photographic evidence.
No. There's nothing. No, that's not me.
Well, enjoy your fancy socializing, and Alastair, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Bedtime.
See you guys.
See you guys. Thanks for everything. Good game, man.
You too. Bye.